Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we have got a whole night of one of our favourite brands, which we haven't done for ages, which is Polti.
Yeah, it's a Polti special. We've got a steam cleaner, we've got a steam iron, we've got a fabulous Polti coffee machine on the show, and you'll find them all on our website, shopontv.co.uk.
Yeah, coffee machine's going to be a great Christmas present. But perhaps you want to get the home cleaned up. We've got the most amazing deal on our steam mop. But wait till you see the iron. I think you're going to want everything tonight. So don't go anywhere. We're going to show you loads in just a couple of minutes. Hello and a very good morning, good evening, good morning. I'm never quite sure. It's great to have your company. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley. We've had Freeview join us at midnight, STV with us right now, and ITV joining us later as well. It's always great to have all your company, and you've turned on just at the right time because, my goodness, we've got some incredible deals from the brand of Polti.
And we're starting off with a steam cleaner, an upright steam cleaner that can also be a handheld, and it's the best price, equaling the lowest ever price we've done on
But we
machine.
haven't had this price for a year.
What?
So it's not a price we have often, and honestly, it's market beating. The price, though, that you see on your screen will be going back up in price, not tomorrow, the day after, a week or a month, at the end of the show.
Yeah, back up to £139.99. It's down to £89, and with our flexible payments and PayPal Pay in 3, it's just £31.65. If you buy it elsewhere, look at the price you will pay.
We're market beating. Of course we are, £89. Incredible value for money with all the accessories. You've got so much in this bundle. And you can see elsewhere, you can go to Polti, £139. Very much the same at Robert Zayas. And Amazon, they do great prices. You've got a great price. 119, but nowhere near our £89, which of course, if you're ordering on our website, you can split into 3 payments with PayPal Pay in 3.
And that's £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you've not shopped with us before, you just need the item number at the top of your screen, 284368, and we're not alone. Our very good friend Bev joins us.
Yes, and my goodness, show us, Bev. How are you, my lovely?
Oh, good morning. I'm very well, thank you. I'm working with you too.
Wait.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, what a fantastic deal. We've got 15 accessories with this little baby. It's absolutely brilliant, and it is so powerful. I'm going to show you all about it later on.
Wow.
And that steam is going to kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses, which we want to get our homes clean. And this is allowing you to use it as an upright steam mop, but as you just saw, as a handheld as well, cleaning all those work surface areas. Now, we've got the latest model in the turquoise, but you have got, honestly, a machine that is so versatile.
Yeah, you're going to use it across all your different floor surfaces, even sealed wood, because it's not going to flood the floor. It's ready in 15
Which is
seconds.
amazing. And whether you are cleaning floors, whether it's kitchen, bathrooms, whether it's extractor hoods, whether it's sinks or tiles, whether it's the hobs and the ovens, whether it is the fridge and the freezer, whether it's the toilets or the shower door, honestly, absolutely phenomenal. Because though you're seeing it right now as that amazing floor mop that has 3 of the washable attachment heads, has the scrubbing brush, which we absolutely love, you can also add a scent into this, which we will talk about as well. You have got the most incredible value for money, because this turns into that handheld, which allows you then to use this with 13 different accessories.
There you can see the Fresco Vapor that you can pop into there. We've got a great deal on those. We'll pop those at the bottom of the screen for you. Remember, you've got the latest model, the latest colour. It's a turquoise colour rather than a purple, but it changes to a handheld steam cleaner to make it so more versatile. 13 accessories included. You can use it on your sinks, on your taps, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, on your tiled surfaces. In the kitchen, it's brilliant on cookers. It's brilliant on those gloss cabinets.
The biggest thing is you're saving on money. How much do you pay for your cleaning products? You're saving on, actually, you're being kinder to the environment because you're not putting bleaches and nasties into our water system. And you'll be kinder on your pocket because you're not spending an absolute fortune, but kinder on yourself, on your hands, perhaps on what you breathe in. A lot of the cleaners now get down my throat, make my eyes, really run. Absolutely fantastic way to clean, just with the water from your top and then turning into Polti steam. Absolutely incredible. I know we're going to have a really busy show. To get all of that for £89, well, all of this for £89 is amazing.
Yeah, these are all your accessories that are included in the bundle. You get the carpet glider attachment, you get the different brushes included, you're going to get those 3 floor cloths, the grout tool, the steam lance, window cleaning tool as well, the sponge, and you're also getting a flexible steam hose. 284368 is your item number, and just £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's a brilliant way to clean and kills up to 99.9% of germs.
And it seems to keep areas cleaner for longer as well, because it doesn't leave a sticky residue like a lot of cleaners do. So when you clean your bathroom for the first time with this, you'll be like me, you'll walk and you're like, oh, wow, it just seems to glisten. But the next day, it's still glistening. It seems to stay cleaner for so much longer. But what you know you're doing is you're killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria. But in areas where you don't want to use nasty bleaches and chemicals, perhaps like your little one's high chair, little tray that they eat from, perhaps your chopping board, you want to get the germs out of the chopping board, but you don't want to put bleach on there. What about the fridge, defrosting the freezer? So versatile, honestly. Phenomenal. But you need to shop really smartly for today, because all of our deals are extraordinary, but 2 are only for the show.
Yeah, the price is limited for the duration of the show only. Is it a good price? Yes, it's a brilliant price, because at Polti, it's £139. At Robert Dias, £129.99. At Amazon, £119. We've got it for £89, and with PayPal Pay in 3, we're talking about £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you want to multi-order with Polti, you'll only pay that 1 postage per order. So if you want to go for the iron that we've got, the steam cleaner, the coffee machine, you'll only pay that 1 postage on the show. So 284368 is your item number, but it's not all we've got. I did just mention we've got an iron.
Oh my word, have we got an iron? We adore this iron, and again, a great saving only for the show. But this, I think, one of the most powerful irons with 8 bars of pressure.
I know, isn't that powerful?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So uncomplicated, because there's no different variations on what temperature.
No, 1 temperature iron. Irons all fabrics on 1 temperature. Irons on a cushion of steam, so that allows you to go from denim to cotton to viscous, man-made fabrics, right onto your silks and your yep. All that, because Polti designed an iron which is a cooler sole plate but 5 times more steam than any other iron on the market.
So you don't have to change the temperature.
No.
It's ready in less than a minute. It's got a really big water tank. The features actually are brilliant on this. It's got an eco function, up to 8 bar pressure, 240 grams of steam per minute on the jet. It automatically turns off, 1 temperature technology, as we say, and ready in less than 1 minute. You're going to absolutely love it. The weight that you see there is for the entire unit. You're never lifting that weight up because the water's not in the actual iron. If you want to go for this, 863521, the normal price £179 comes down to £129. So we've got £50 off for the show.
Amazing saving only for the show, but don't forget, could be halving your ironing time.
It will.
And what about the price? Well, think about halving your ironing time. Think about getting that time back. Think about enjoying ironing again, because honestly, it's so much easier with a Polti iron. But then think about the fact this deal is only until the end of the show. You will kick yourself if you have to then buy it elsewhere, because you'll fall in love with that iron. It has with us in the past sold out. You will go shopping and you'll think, I'll get it elsewhere. You can, but it's £179 virtually everywhere. With us, £129. We couldn't find find it anywhere near our deal. And of course, you can split that cost with PayPal Pay in 3 if you are ordering on our website.
We've also got some great ironing boards available. If you're looking for an ironing board to go with a steam generator, check them out on the website.
One of those is £58. Oh my, pop that in your basket and split that cost over those 3 payments as well. But we've got to show you a little something that, though perhaps we shouldn't mention it just yet, we are getting quite close to the C word, to Christmas. Christmas is on its way, and with our 3 payments, this means if you are buying this as a Christmas gift, you will get it paid for before Christmas. And honestly, this is the most beautiful coffee maker.
It really is. When you look at this machine, you probably think, oh, it's just an espresso maker, because that's what it looks like.
So
However,
compact.
You can make all your favourite milk drinks, your cappuccinos, your lattes, your flat whites. You can see you've got the milk frother there with 2 different milk settings. All the accessories you need are included. And in this bundle, we also include 54 of the coffee pods. But you can use your favourite ground coffee in here as well. So 849501 is your item number. These are some of the different brands of coffee that are available, but included in your bundle, you are going to get 54 of those coffee pods. So real gorgeous one origin coffee pods. But it's all about the coffee. It's all about the pour. And it all starts with that perfect espresso.
It does, and it will give you that perfect espresso so easily, so quickly, whether you're using the pods, whether you're using your favourite coffee. But honestly, once you've got that perfect espresso, you can then make whatever coffee you want, because though this is such a compact machine, you'll think it only makes espressos, you have got the milk frother. So all of a sudden, every coffee that you can think of, you could be making at home in an absolute instant.
Yeah, I mean, the perfect coffees. And the great thing with that varied milk frother, it means you get those different textures to the coffee, depending on what kind of coffee you want to make. It's great because it doesn't take up a huge space.
It's one-button controls as well. It's so easy to actually use. But wait till you taste the coffee. And though you can use your favourite coffees, wait till you taste the coffees that come alongside it, because honestly, they are all absolutely delicious.
And that's an exclusive bundle, us including those coffee pods for you, so you've got that taste straight away.
When you shop elsewhere, you won't get all that extra coffee. You've got that included in our deal that you see today. And again, a fantastic price. And if you think about what you spend, I can't believe what you spend on coffees now. Coffee is so expensive when you go to a coffee shop. This could virtually pay for itself so quickly, couldn't it?
I mean, take a look at this, and this is being quite generous, really. A coffee on the high street could cost you around about £3 a cup. To me, that's a really good price. You could be saving £2.50 a day against what it'll cost you to make your coffee in the Polti machine. Our offer at £149, which includes 54 free solo pods, means you could be saving £10 a week. Means your machine's paid for itself in 15 weeks.
And again, market-beating price. You have got such incredible value for money. Remember, elsewhere, you will get just the machine on its own. You won't get the extra coffees that you see in our picture, and you are paying then virtually £200. £149 is our deal today. And, of course, you can split that cost with PayPal, Pay in 3, when you go onto our website and order. You have got an incredible gift. But perhaps just treat yourself. And because it is so compact, this is what I love. We do love to have a coffee machine at home, but we've only ever had an espresso machine because there's only room in our kitchen for an espresso machine.
The big coffee machines are massive, aren't they?
They are, and they're all singing and dancing, but absolutely huge, really complicated. This is really simple to use. It's very much the size probably of a toaster, you know, on the actual surface top. But you have got the fact that you can make every single coffee that you want to, because you have got the milk frother attached to this. But of course, you've got the 3 different actual connections.
The inserts, you've got the tamper, all your coffees are individually packed.
So that allows you to use the pods, but then it also allows you to do the ground coffees as well.
Yeah, your favourite filter coffee you can use in there as well. It's a brilliant deal, great Christmas present. 849501 is your item number there. Go to the website and you'll see everything that we have available for you. shopontv.co.uk. We're busy across everything already, but in particular, that show special that we've got on the mop down to £89, should be £139. Whatever you put in a basket, especially on these shows where it's a show special, we always advise you to confirm your orders and check those baskets
Now, we're busy
out.
on the mop already. Do check out the heated airer as well. We absolutely love that. It's the 3-tiered heater airer, 300 watts. It's 21.5 metres of drying space as well, 15 kilograms in weight it will take. And it works out, obviously it depends on what you pay for your electrics, but it works out about up to 10 pence an hour to use. And there's nothing worse than the smell of clothes that you just hang it. And we're having to hang it indoors now half the time. It has that horrible smell because it doesn't dry quickly. This allows you to dry your clothes so quickly and without using the cost of a tumble dryer. I always worry tumble dryers ruin your clothes anyhow. We absolutely love ours. I know our director does as well. So grab that whilst the stock is available. Not loads of stock on that, but we will try and talk about it a little bit more later on in the show. But we've got so much to show you and a fabulous guest to show us how everything works.
That's you, Bev. We've worked with Bev for a number of years. She brings us fantastic Polti products. The fact we've got this down to £89 is brilliant, but it does loads of jobs, doesn't
We've
it?
got 15 accessories with it. So, I mean, the thing is, it's so universal. It's brilliant. And also, because it's nice and small...
Isn't it compact?
You can leave it underneath the sink so it's ready to go.
Great.
Heat up time's 15 seconds.
That's
wow.
fab, isn't it?
I mean, that is amazing. I mean, you'd hardly have got the spray out the cupboard or heated up a bowl of hot water to try and mop your floor. You've got instant, powerful steam.
Absolutely, yep. And also, you can adjust the steam on this, because if you want to do windows and you don't want to have it so powerful, you can actually turn the steam pressure down. You never turn the temperature down by doing that. It's just the steam pressure that you turn down. And as I say, 15 seconds, you're good to go. You've also got a filter inside here. So if you live in a hard water area, it helps to filter out the limescale before it gets anywhere near the internal workings of the machine. But also you've got your handle, so you can put the handle in, obviously, for the mop with the floor head, but you can use the handle also
as a reach.
Like an extension.
Yes. And all the tools go on to the end of the machine. So if you want to do things like your windows,
the patio windows, and things
or
like
your
that.
shower doors, or things like that, or even just the top of your kitchen cupboard.
Or the tiles in the bathroom. Perhaps you've got tiles right to the ceiling. You can reach them with that.
Absolutely. So you've got that choice. There's also a trigger in the handle, so you don't have to worry about stretching over to press this one that's on there as soon as you connect that in. But other than that, if you're using it as a handheld, your trigger's just there, where you naturally would hold it. So, you know, if you've got dexterity problems, it's quite easy to use. Now, we've also got a brass bristle brush. Thought I'd say that
so well, Bev.
earlier in the evening rather than later in the evening. Because that gives us a little bit extra scrubbing ability. But think about your barbecues and things like that before you put them away first.
Don't put them away dirty,
No, absolutely. Then you've got the bristle brush, which is normal, which will be utilised for anywhere around the home. Those just slide into place, but also they twist. So therefore it's
they're locked
in.
on. Great.
Yeah. So things like inside your oven. Now, look at this. Somebody's been
That'll be that Joe Rembrandt.
Yeah, you see, it's what you get. But the beauty of it is you're not going to use any chemical. You're not going to put your head inside the oven with chemical on it. Oh, look at this.
Nice.
Oh, look. You see, it just literally blasts away.
Wow.
So if I just get the cloth
Oh my word.
just wipe that little bit that we've just done.
Look at that.
And you see
And no chemicals.
Nope.
That's the thing I love. Oven cleaners are horrendous. They stink horrendous. You feel like you need to wear gloves and masks.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, that is just the power of steam from the water from your tap.
Yep, absolutely. But the thing is, you see with it, 120 degrees. So it's keeping that temperature all the time. And combined with the little brush that it's got on, it's just literally melting and dissolving the grease. So you can do it on that. You don't have to also worry as to what your surfaces that you're going to do it on.
Okay.
So if you're going to do it on all surfaces, you can use it.
Are you okay? Look at, you're good, Bev. I was going to hold that for you then.
Oh, was you, darling? Oh. Yeah, but you're not at home with me when I do mine,
No,
so I have to learn how to do it otherwise. But with it dissolving grease on contact...
Wow.
Gosh, that's brilliant.
The extractor fans, you know, that the mesh that you take it off and you try and clean it, it always still seems sticky. The only thing I ever find that really cleans it is steam properly.
Yeah, it is.
Like you say, it dissolves that grease.
It does, yeah.
I use it for this as well. Oven door, brilliant. Because you get all that splash, don't you? So I never understand where it comes from because I don't think things splash in the oven, but it's always filtered the oven door. But you can see straight away.
You might be able to.
And the great thing is it's killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. So if it is on an area that you can then put food onto, like a tray that you're going to put in the oven, like the actual rack on your barbecue, like the, you know, your little one's high chair, like a chopping board, you know that you've sanitised, you've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses, but not left any chemicals or any leeches or anything nasty.
No, that's the thing, you see. I mean, it's like the oven. There's the racks, the tray we've done, and also the glass. Some of the cleaners that you use can only be used on certain things. So you wouldn't be able to use it on the glass, or you wouldn't be able to use it on the rubber seals because you damage them.
Yes, that's so true.
But where steam's concerned, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to sanitise it. Especially, you know, areas that you can't get to. This still amazes me, and I've had my steam cleaned for 20 years now, and it still amazes me, the places that I find where I think I've actually cleaned. You know, but you haven't.
They haven't.
You
the
know,
nooks and crannies.
There's so many tricky areas in that, like that round the hob, you'll be amazed what's under the edge of the hob.
But
or around the seats of the toilet, and you'll think you've cleaned the toilet, but actually it's where the attachments are, and you'll blast out that dirt. But remember, though you're seeing it as a handheld, it's not just a handheld.
As an upright, it's brilliant as well. So all your floor surfaces as well, Beth.
Absolutely, yeah. You can use it on your carpet. It's even got a carpet glider.
Yes.
Because of the low profile, it helps to go underneath the beds, under the furniture. So it gets all those dust bunnies that's inside there. Fantastic for doing your pet beds as well. You know, you can use it in the pet beds because it helps to remove pet hair.
And remove the smell as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, deodorises
It smells, doesn't it? So perhaps if you've got an open plan area and you think, I can still smell the fish that I cooked last night, or your house always smells of sort of wet dog, you can get rid of those smells as well as killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria. Don't forget, price-wise, it's only for the show. And matching our lowest ever price on this, haven't had it this price for a year.
Really?
That's brilliant.
How amazing is that?
Amazes me.
And that's why we are so busy. You do need to check your baskets through. You will kick yourself if you miss out, because elsewhere you can buy it, but you haven't got the price we've got.
Yeah, Polti directly, £139. Robert Dias, £129.99. Amazon, £119. Nowhere near our price. Just £89 is our price if you want to go for it with us. £31.65 on your first of 3 payments if you use PayPal Pay in 3 on the website. shopontv.co.uk. Remember, you can order on the phone. 03333 241 241. If you want a fragrance, but you don't want a chemical, you want something natural, the Fresco Vapor's brilliant because it's a natural fragrance.
It is a natural. It's all natural. Everything's natural that Polti use. They don't use anything that's got any chemicals in whatsoever. And if you want to be able to send a fragrance, because, I mean, let's face it, clean doesn't smell of anything. You know, it just smells clean, and that's about it. But, you know, you might want to be able to put something around in the home. I mean, I quite like the lavender for the bedrooms because I think it's very relaxing. You just want a capful in there. Oops, that's not going to work, is it? It's a bit earlier in the evening to start going doolally. Anyway, so you just put a capful in there, and what happens is you can either have that fragrance on, because there's a button on the side that you can press on or off, and what happens is Once you do that, you will then release the steam through the fragrance, and that's what sends it around the home. If you don't want it, then you press it into the off position.
Now, I've got a choice of two different fragrances.
Yep.
We're busy on both of those, pine or lavender. Grab one of each, put them in your basket and split that cost over those 3 payments if you're buying it alongside your machine. Like I think lavender for the bedroom, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. But then you might want the pine, which has got a little bit of a eucalyptus sort of fresh smell to it.
Yeah.
Perhaps for a bathroom or perhaps for, for the kitchen.
Yeah, you can multi-order. You'll only pay 1 postage, remember. If you want to add those in, you'll find them on the website with all the details. But the mop, the handheld steam cleaner, does so many jobs, and it's only £89, and it's Polti.
It is. I mean, what I want to show you is the quality of the tools. I mean, I've seen loads of steam cleaners in my time, and they've all looked like, well, actually, they should belong in a toy factory.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because they are so flimsy and so plasticky. But their quality tools, they are absolutely brilliant.
We must have had our steam cleaner about 17 years when we first very much met you.
Yeah.
And we've still got all the same
accessories are the same.
accessories.
Yeah.
There's one that's just getting a little bit where I think, oh, perhaps I should rebuy that.
Rebuy one, yes.
But everything is like new, really.
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely. The quality of the bristles are absolutely brilliant. You've also got the quality of also how it fits onto the machine. Now, this is a tile cleaner, okay? Now, I think this is absolutely fantastic because you can use it on virtually anything.
Look at that.
Because you've got the scrubbing power.
That for your grouting would be amazing, wouldn't
Exactly.
it?
But I'll tell you where I use mine, the shower track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The build-up of dirt there is horrible. And you can't get to it with a cloth or your hand.
And because it's narrow enough, it fits just in the track and it gets out all of that soap that gets caught. Yeah. Also, when you open your windows, you know the tracks that go around the UPVC windows?
Yes.
Areas like that, the things
I guess in the door bit as well.
Yeah,
that
the door
always gets
job.
horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is absolutely brilliant. Also, the fins on the radiators.
Oh,
because you can't get round the back, but it blows that dirt out and then you just wipe it up at the bottom.
Brilliant.
But that's a fantastic tool. That comes with it. You've even got one that's big enough for the sink plug.
Great.
Okay?
It's a great
the size of that. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant. It's not just a sink plug. You can use it on other things. I've used it on my patio furniture outside.
Yeah,
because you can take it out and clean
and
the
the
patio
fact you can
furniture.
adjust the steam, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just one level of steam, but it's not just a handheld, remember, it's also an upright. So we are going to show you some demonstrations on floor surfaces as well. Remember, the colour option that you'll get is that lovely turquoise colour that we've got live in the studio. This is a previous colour. You've got 13 accessories included, including 3 of the floor cloths.
Fantastic.
We're going to show you those in a moment.
Washable as well. And remember, you can use it in the kitchen, the bathroom, you can use it on all your sealed floors, whether it's wood, laminate, tiles, stone, marble, parquet. You've really got the great product to use on all your countertops. It could be your sinks, your tiles, the hob, the oven, the fridge, the freezer, the toilets, the shower door, the grout in the tiles, but then it is your upright. And remember, you're sanitising and deodorising, but the bigger thing is you're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses just with the power. Well, if the water out your tap and Polti steam, a temperature that you know kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria without using any harmful chemicals. Now, don't forget to add in the vapour. Lots of you doing exactly that, because nice to add that scent.
Yeah,
to
if you want
a
fragrance, remember you've got lavender or pine as your options. Details at the bottom of the screen for the fragrance. 862764 is your item number, and then switch it around. Use it as your floor cleaner, but then as your handheld for bathrooms, around the taps, around watermarks.
Save you a fortune on cleaning products when you think of all the different cleaning products you've got for the kitchen, the bathroom, the tiles, the floor
And you're not
tiles,
leaving
the
any
wall tiles.
chemicals behind.
No sticky residue, so you'll find places stay cleaner for longer. But the nicest thing is no nasty chemicals. So if you are using this on chopping boards, on your little one's high chair table, on an area where you're going to cut or put food, you know you've killed the germs, but you've not actually left anything nasty there. Love the fact you've got 3 of those cloths, and the fact it filters the water as well if you've got that horrible hard water like we have.
Really easy to fill as well, and it's constant fill, it's not pressurised. So 284368 is your item number. Should be £139.99, it's down to £89. And spread the cost if you pay online, PayPal paying 3, £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
Remember, matched our lowest ever price, hasn't been this price for a year. And my goodness, the features say heats up in 15 seconds. Fantastic, ready to go.
And then you've also got super lightweight. So if you struggle with dexterity, it's not too heavy, it's not going to weigh you down. Super long cord on there, 7.5 metres. And all those accessories we talked about, the steam lamps, your brushes, the grouting tool that you saw there, all included. And 3 of those floor cloths, which are all washable. So 284368. Let's show you how good it is on the floors as well.
Oh, look at the price. Amazing price. And that's what it's all about. You will kick yourself. It's only this price for the show. So sadly, if you don't order during the show, you can, of course, get it elsewhere, but our price will go back up and it will very much match all the prices you see elsewhere as well. Polti, Robert Dias, and even Amazon, they've got a good deal on, £119, the best price there. However, nowhere near our £89. And of course, we can split that cost with PayPal paying 3 if you are ordering on our website. But remember, you do need to order and check your baskets out during the show because it will be going back up in price. You can't grab it later on today at this deal. It's a show special.
And we're going to see on all different floor types, aren't we?
Well, this is it, because, I mean, if you've got your mop and bucket, the only time that's ever clean and going to do a good job of the floor is when you take it out the packet, put it in the water and do one pass.
First time.
Yeah, the minute you've done that first pass and you put it back in the bucket, that's it. Because the second pass that you do, you're actually moving around the dirt that you've put back in the bucket.
Yeah, because you put the dirty mop in the water's now dirty, and now you are just putting dirty
putting it
water
back onto
the
there.
floor.
Yeah, absolutely. But with this, because it's a constant over 100 degrees, you're sanitising all the surfaces that you're touching. But also, it doesn't over wet the floor, because that's the biggest thing with mops.
Too much water.
Yep, too much water. Plus the fact is, a lot of people who've brought steam mops in the past, because they're not powerful enough, what happens is the steam just reverts back to water and it just floods everything everywhere. That's not the case where Polti is concerned. Now, this one has only just been switched on, so it's 15 seconds heat up time and you're literally good to go.
I mean, that is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. You'd still be running off the water
trying to get
the hot
enough
to come through, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
You know, with your wood. And if you do boil the kettle to use the water in your mop and bucket, that's okay to start off with, but it starts to cool down.
Yeah, of course it does.
You know,
yeah.
So this holds the temperature.
This holds the temperature. So if you've got really stubborn marks, you can hold it over just for a few seconds because this will literally dissolve the dirt, okay? Now also, it helps to move the dirt that's in the grout as well.
Yes.
Because the steam is forcing it out. But if you notice, it's not over wetting that floor, okay? So also on the back, if you can see, there's a scrubbing brush.
Brilliant.
So they put that extra on. So if you want to do any scrubbing,
So stubborn dirt.
you've got stubborn dirt, you can use that. Keep pressing the steam will fall onto it and it'll start and loosen it. Then all you need to do is literally just steam that dirt away.
And those pads lock in the dirt, don't
They do. They don't transfer the dirt. But I will give you one tip. When you get your steam mop home, there's 3 cloths for the floor. Wash them first before you use it because it kicks in the absorbent.
A bit like towels. Better to wash them first.
Right.
Yeah.
No fabric conditioner because that will stop the absorbency as well.
And don't panic if you do that by accident one time. Just wash them again without the fabric conditioner.
Also with this one, you can actually use it on a wooden floor, okay? So consequently, you're not having to buy something else different for the wooden floor. You can use it on the wooden floor as well because again, it doesn't over wet that floor surface and all that dirt
Look at
will
that.
then come back up onto that cloth.
And you know you've done a deep down clean, because we often say about how, you know, if you drop something on the floor,
Yeah.
how long will you leave it and pick it up and then eat it? And you wouldn't, would you? If you actually thought about what you'd brought in on your feet, where the dog had sat his little bottom might be just where you dropped your crisp. Yeah, and your little one crawling on the floor, touching their face. We don't think about what is on our floor. We think about the toilet seat and things. The floor can be disgusting, can't it? Without
really
even realising.
Do you know it takes 8 steps for you to walk off whatever's on your feet from outside? So if you've been to the public convenience
Public toilets, yeah.
You know, this is it.
So you know you're doing a deep down clean.
Exactly.
Fabulous.
And also, while you've done the floor in the kitchen, you turn round and you think to yourself, oh, hang on a minute, there's a mark on there. I could really do with cleaning that with something. Have I got to go out and get something else?
No.
Oh no, I can use my steam
Look at
cleaner
that.
because I've got the steam cleaner with me at the time. So if I
It's
put
an
that
upright,
on,
a handheld, floor surfaces, kitchens, bathrooms, indoors, outdoors. In seconds, you've switched it over again, Bev.
yeah, absolutely. So you can do it all. So instead of thinking to yourself oh, I've got to go and start and find something else to do the cleaning with. As you can see.
And that's one of the best areas, that area and the same sort of area around your hob.
the cooker hob.
Just try it. You'll be blown away how much dirt is actually stuck under there. That nothing else would get out, I think, but steam.
No, absolutely. Especially, you know, in areas like inside the cupboards. That's another area that you can do. And the beauty of it is you're not using any chemicals.
Yeah.
You know, we spend on average £350 to £450 a year on cleaning products. So
You can forget about all that.
that's
So
a
it's
weekend away.
Yeah, kinder on your pocket because you're just using the water from your tap. Kinder on the environment because we're not putting bleaches and nasties into the actual, you know, back into the water system. But also kinder on you, and this is why you started using steam, because if you do get choked up with cleaners, they get down your throat, they make your eyes run, they're horrible on your hands, you are just using the water from your tap and the most incredible powerful steam that kills 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. And when you see it in action, oh my word, that's when you truly understand how versatile this is.
Look at that, straight through our magic window.
Doing well, isn't it?
Like giving it away. It's so clean, it looks see-through. Oh, it is.
No smears.
No smear. No window. So, if you want to go for this, now is the time. It's a show special. The price is brilliant as well. Take a little look at the price we've got it for. Remember, at Polti directly, 139. At Robert Dias, 129.99. At Amazon, 119. It's down to £89. 284368 is your item number. Get shopping right now. It's an upright, it's a handheld cleaner. It's also got a carpet glider so you can do your carpets with it as well. Remember, we have got it in the lovely turquoise option rather than the purple that you're seeing there. Ours is the 450. If you're looking at the model number, it's a turquoise colour. It comes with 13 accessories for you, and it's going to do all those jobs around the home, isn't
Allowing
it?
you very much to clean your whole home. It's your home cleaning system, whether that is your floors, your sealed floors, whether that's carpet, because you've got the carpet glider, whether that is your tiles or your stone floors, but then it turns into that handheld. So that's the whole of the kitchen, all the work surface areas, without using bleaches or nasty chemicals. No, wherever you've cleaned and killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses, but you haven't left anything behind. So use this on your chopping boards, knowing you can put food directly onto this, on the little one's high chair table, because you know they can put, have their food and eat it. You haven't left any nasty chemicals, and you'll be blown away because it doesn't leave a chemical. There's no stickiness, so it seems to stay cleaner for longer. And if you do want a scent, for the stock that we've got available, do go for the Fresco Vapor, because that gives a really lovely scent if you would like to have sort of a lavender smell or a eucalyptus sort of piney smell. Absolutely fabulous in the bathroom, in the kitchen and places like that, in the bedroom. So that's details just on the bottom of the screen if you want to put that into your basket and split that cost with 3 payments.
Yeah, if you want that Vapor, 862764 is the item number. You've got the gorgeous pine option, which has more of a eucalyptus fragrance, and you've got a lavender option. You do get 2 bottles, and it just goes in the front of the mop head that you can see just there. So 284368 is the item number. There's the cloths. The cloths are all washable. The water tank is detachable, and you'll see it's so simple, so easy to use. You've even got an anti-calc filter within the actual mop itself, and it's ready in 15 seconds.
And remember, you have got 3 of those heads as well, which are washable. So make sure you put that into your basket, market beating price, whilst we have the stock. That is absolutely flying. But something else you're loving as well, which I'm not surprised, I think is one of our #1 steam generator irons.
It's just a dream.
It is, isn't it?
If you can say ironing's a dream, this is the closest it's ever going to make it, to be quite honest, because she just takes the guesswork out of it. And they're so powerful, you know. But look, if we did that with a normal iron, that would stick to the bottom of the fabric. But all you're going to do is flatten the pile. This is your steam that's going to bring it back. Not do the damage, just literally bring that fluff back up.
Why doesn't it stick to the bottom of the iron?
Because the thing is, the actual sole plate is cooler. It's only 750 watts. Normal irons are 2,000 to 3,000 watts. 3,000 watts being an electric fire, so that's what.
Which is why sometimes
it's really harsh.
I've ruined another outfit.
Absolutely.
Whereas that cooler sole plate, it's the power of the steam that knocks the creases out, isn't it?
Well, with Polti irons, you have 5 times more steam than any other iron on the market.
And you can go straight from like really heavy fabrics to really delicate fabrics.
Absolutely, yep. You can go through from silk to satin to cotton.
Without
back
worrying about
again.
different temperatures. There's no different temperatures on here, which makes it sort of less confusing and makes, like you say, ironing more of a pleasure because you don't, well, you're not able really to get it wrong, are you?
No, that's true. Also, that allows you now, because you've got 5 tons more steam, you can now do vertical ironing.
See, this is how I iron absolutely everything. On a hanger, just before I'm about to go out. Sean will stand an iron and do a pile. I'll just get it out the wardrobe.
Iron and go.
Because it heats up and it's ready to steam so quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got 8 bar pressure on here, okay? You've also got, with this, over 1.5 litres of water, so you're not refilling it. You've got 1 minute heat up time, so therefore you're good to go for that one place. Also, if you notice, it's got a self-cleaning as well. So consequently, it will help with that limescale. But also, it's got auto shut-off. So if you go out and forget it...
And you forget, it turns itself off.
Turns
Drives
itself
me
off.
mad, that.
Yeah, after 15 minutes, it will turn itself off.
Great.
So, you know, don't think to yourself is that you're getting something that's inferior or a lower model. It's not. It's a very
price-wise, it is just amazing. What you're getting for £129 is phenomenal, and that's exactly what you're seeing on your screen. You're getting a steam generator that could actually halve the time you spend ironing because it just allows you to iron so quickly, knocking those creases out with the power of that steam.
And that one temperature technology is so clever. How many times have you turned the iron up, turned the iron down, and you haven't waited for it to get to the right temperature, you burn your fabrics. You can go from denim to satin with this iron without changing anything. It's lightweight, it's ready in less than a minute, and the price is brilliant. 863521 is your item number. Take a look what you'll pay elsewhere at Polti, Curry's, Tesco's, DIY.com, and Robert Dyer's, just shy of a penny less, £179 at all of those retailers. We're going to bring it down to £129.
But only for the show. It will go back to £179 at the end of the show. It is a show special, so grab it whilst you've got that deal. Phenomenal value for money. We couldn't find anywhere with a price near to ours, a really incredible price for a steam generator that actually will make such a difference to the way you iron.
Yeah, I think so.
I was blown away when we changed from a regular iron to a steam generator, just how much easier it was and such a professional finish. And no more ruining my clothes, because I've always been quite rubbish with an iron before I got a steam generator. Singed and ruined most things. So even if you just saved a couple of items of clothes, it's paid for itself, hasn't it?
Well, exactly. I mean, you look at things like this and you just think to yourself, I'll throw that back in the ironing basket. You know, and we'll probably not even bother.
Iron it. So true. You buy something, you love it, you wash it once and think, I daren't put an iron near that.
Exactly. Or you just think, oh dear, you know, those...
that is that sort of material, isn't it?
It is. That it's just literally welded into them. But the thing is with your Polti, because you've got your 5 times more steam, so it's steam that gets rid of creases, not heat, you're just going to literally glide over that surface.
What a difference.
So now...
Look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, and feel the difference, because the material feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it relaxes the fibres, and so therefore that's what makes your jumpers feel softer, and your garments as well.
And if you don't iron properly or you don't iron at all, everything still looks dirty, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, if you went for an interview and you got a creased shirt, you just think it wasn't clean.
Absolutely.
But with this, you're getting a professional finish, and you do get a professional finish so easily. And again, this is another
scary fabric.
Dreaded fabric.
This is the satin. So therefore, you just think to yourself is, oh, we won't even bother doing the satin. But yes, you can.
Look at that.
Because you're ironing on a
And you didn't
cushion
change the
machine.
temperature.
No,
you
didn't change. No, nothing.
Look here, underneath.
Yeah.
Underneath. It's
So, I mean,
cool.
it's just so easy. Now, things like this, if you want to do your sleeves, okay, you can pop the steam inside and you can help to do your sleeves. You might have to finish off the cut by laying it on the board.
Yeah, because sometimes on a blouse you don't want a line, do you?
No,
You
not
don't want
at all.
you know, that crease that you have in a shirt often.
No, not at all.
Look at that.
So you can literally start to iron on there.
And it's not wet,
Yeah.
is it?
No, because you know you're using superheated steam, which is powerful, and so therefore it's literally it dries instantly. It just dries as it's.
And because it's so powerful, if you were using it perhaps on a jacket that didn't need, normally you'd have to dry clean it, but you think, well, it only smells a little bit of the dinner I had last night. It'll also sanitise and deodorise things like that, won't it, and get rid of those smells?
Yes, because you're working at over 100 degrees with this,
Fabulous.
you're actually helping to sanitise the surface.
How great is
So,
that?
you know, let's say if you've got a suit or something like that you thought to yourself is, well, I don't really want to take it. Now, this particular material, if you had any heat on this, it would make it really shiny.
Yes.
Because it would melt the fibres.
Yes, there's a lot of fabrics like that, yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do that side.
Wow.
Like so.
So not only have you knocked the creases out, you've sanitised, deodorised that jacket, perhaps the underarm area, perhaps the fact it smelled just a bit of the restaurant you went to that night, and it looks new again. We've got loads of demonstrations to show you with the iron, but the iron already busy, do put in your basket. Market beating price, but only for the show.
It is a show special at £129. Everything on the show is on the website. shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop. Go to the live on air and click on there. You'll see our YouTube channel. You can click and subscribe to the YouTube channel just there. You can watch back all the previous shows that we've got. You've got the steam mop on a show special. You've got the iron on a show special. That means the price is only for the duration of the show. So please, if you fancy that steam mop, which is also a handheld steam cleaner, or the iron, get it during the show to get those brilliant prices.
Incredible deals. We've got a fabulous show ahead of us. Lots of you already got lots in baskets. Do check your baskets through. If you want to go for the coffee machine, great Christmas present. What a great gift. And with our PayPal Pay in 3, if you're ordering it today, you will have paid for it by Christmas.
Yeah, how great is that? £149 and exclusively getting all those extra coffees included.
Super compact
pods
as well. So if you have got a smaller kitchen, it's going to fit into that kitchen. But though it looks like just an espresso machine, it has got that milk frother with 2 different settings. So you can make every coffee that you want from this.
Whatever favourite milky coffee you have. So all the items there on the website for you. you, but flying out of the door already is our steam mop deal, which is a show special. Should be £139.99. It's down to £89. Now, look at it right here as an upright, but it's also a handheld steam cleaner. So you're going to use it kitchen, bathroom, all your different floor surfaces.
It's your whole home cleaning system. So whether you are doing the floors, and it will kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses from the cat and dog paws, from their bottoms as they sit down, from what you've walked in on your shoes, you know you've cleaned that floor. But then as the handheld, all your work surface areas, the tiles in the kitchen, the bathroom, round the toilet, you know, honestly, it cleans like you won't believe. And things seem to sparkle when you've steam cleaned, and they seem to stay cleaner for longer because you don't leave a sticky residue. But what you also don't leave is nasty chemicals or bleaches. So you know you've done a deep down clean without using anything nasty. So use it on your chopping boards, use it where you're going to put food and things.
Think of the money you'd save on all those cleaners that you end up buying, because you're using the power of steam, that power of steam killing, as we said, up to 99.9% of germs and viruses. So 284368 is your item number. Remember, you can spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3 if you pay online. Shop on tv.co.uk. It's a Polti special, isn't it?
It is, just using the water from your tap. But stay with us, we're going to show you loads of great demonstrations. We'll be back in a sec. Hello and a very warm welcome to ITV1. It's great to have your company. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we're on Shop on TV, and you're watching us live with a Polti show, oh my word, that has got deals you can't afford to miss out on. Not only great prices, but they are time limited.
They certainly are. This first item we've got for you is a show special, so the price only lasts for the duration of the show. Polti are a brilliant brand, but quality is spectacular. This is an upright, but it's also a handheld steam cleaner, so you can do all your floor surfaces. You can use it in the kitchen, you can use it in the bathroom. The price is absolutely brilliant.
Oh my word, we have got a market-beating deal. The price is absolutely crazy at £89. I would expect it only to be an upright for that price, but you have got a whole cleaning system with those 13 accessories that allow you to use it all over your home. Now, when we sell out, and I'm pretty certain we've got a huge opportunity of this stock going because the deal is so good. However, if we don't sell out, it goes back up in price at the end of the show. You will kick yourself because you'll think, oh, I'll get it elsewhere. And you can buy elsewhere, but it is £139 at Polti. Robert Dyer's £129. Your best price, Amazon, £119. They do great deals, but nowhere near our show special tonight. But remember, that £89 is only for the show.
Yeah, and if you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, if you pay online, you've got a PayPal account, just £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 284368 is the item number you need, but we need someone to show us how it works.
And when we've got Polti, it means we've got the lovely Bev with us. Tell us about it, Bev.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, what a fantastic deal we've got for what a fantastic steam cleaner. 15 accessories you've got here, so I don't think there's any job that it can't do, to be quite honest, around your home. But I'd like you to get one and try and come and tell me if there is something that you find. But what a fantastic machine. Also does your floors as well.
The power of steam, I tell you what.
And that's steam killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses without using harsh chemicals, without using bleaches, just the power of the steam, the water from your tap and Polti steam. It's all about that right temperature to kill the germs and bacteria, but also to keep it a dry steam so it doesn't soak areas
doesn't
as well.
flood the floors. All your accessories are included with the machine. This clip is the previous colour. Our colour, it's that gorgeous turquoise green that you'll get when you get this home. But the fact it does so much at such a great price. You can clean, there's so many different surfaces as you can see there, but heating up in 15 seconds, super lightweight, really easy to manoeuvre. But you'll use it indoors, outdoors, you'll use it in the kitchen, kitchen, in the bathroom, and no chemicals required.
So kinder on your pocket because you're saving on buying all those cleaners that you normally buy. You're using the water from your tap, but knowing you're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Kinder on you because not those harsh chemicals that you breathe in and you choke and it makes your eyes run, makes your hands go funny. You're only using steam, but you know you get a deep down clean. And in every area, you've even got a carpet glider with this machine as well. And you've even got the opportunity to add a fragrance with the Fresco Vapor, and that allows you then when you're doing your floors to add that really nice smell.
Yeah, but a really nice natural fragrance. If you want the Fresco Vapors, they're just at the bottom of the screen.
Quite
There's
low
a lavender.
on stock in those, so you need to be careful.
Yeah, a lavender or a pine, you do get 2 bottles, whichever one you go for.
And don't forget this price, not only is it market beating, we've matched our lowest ever price, and it hasn't been this deal for a year. So it's not a price we have every month or every couple of months or every 3 months. We haven't had this price for a year. So please grab it whilst the stock and this price is available.
So if you've not shopped with this before, just the number at the top of your screen there is what you need, 284368. shopontv.co.uk. Can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. But we're already busy on the phones. We'll let you know if there are queues on the phones and we'll advise you to go to the web. But right now you can get to our operators on the phones. So much included with this bundle we've got for you at just £89. It should be just shy of 140. All your accessories. You can even clean carpets because it comes with a carpet glider, doesn't it?
Yeah, honestly, it is your home cleaning system. So you really can virtually clean the whole of your home with all the accessories that come alongside it, and that is at just £89. This will pay for itself so quickly. When you think about what you're saving on what you pay normally for your cleaning products, you're just using the water from your tap, but also look at what you're saving from your regular price. If you go elsewhere, my word, Polti, £139, Robert Dyer's £129.99, Amazon have got a good deal. They do great deals, but it's still nowhere near are £89. And that deal, remember, it will go up after the show. So if you come back at 25 to 4 and think, oh, I'll get that, it will have gone back up in price. It is that price only for our show. We give you a little bit of wiggle room at the end of the show to actually check your basket through. But your best thing is to do it right now while the stock's available as well.
And the easiest way to see everything is the website, shopontv.co.uk. There you'll see our YouTube channel. You can click and subscribe. You can message the studio. If you do message there, we can't answer you. So if you want an answer, studio@shopontv.co.uk. And there you'll see we've got some great items, as well as Polti. We've got some great airers and dryers. We've got a heated airer there for you.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
Especially going into these winter and autumn months now. And of course, they're trying to dry clothes inside, absolute nightmare. So have a little look at that if you fancy a really great way to dry your clothes indoors. But we've got to show you another show special. And actually, another 2 show specials, because Bev's a show special. And then the actual steam generator we've got is fabulous.
Absolutely. You're going to cut your ironing time down by half.
Yes,
so
please.
if you iron for 4 hours a week, you're going to do that same amount of ironing in less than 2.
Sounds good to me. Perhaps you iron for a living. You could either take more ironing in and make more money, or do that same amount of ironing in less time and get your time back.
Yeah, that's quite so. And that's down to the fact is that it's got a cooler sole plate, so you're not having to change the temperature. If you can go from denim onto silk, not have to change it, but it gives you 5 times more steam because it's the steam that gets rid of creases, not heat.
And this is
Isn't that
really clever
incredible?
because there's no temperature gauge on here.
8 bars of pressure is impressive, isn't it?
It's very impressive.
For £129, 8 bars of pressure.
Well, even the professional ones are only about 10 to 12 bar pressure.
Wow.
Gosh.
And you do get a professional finish, don't you, with this?
And that's down to the fact is of the sole plate being cooler, so it's not doing the damage, but you've got this 5 times more steam, so that enables you then to get a professional finish, but also you can do vertical ironing. You don't have to lay them on the board.
And ready in a minute as
And
well.
when we talk about that one temperature technology, we can do different fabrics at the same time, can't we?
Well, for instance, something like this. You've got denim, you've got cotton, you've got silk embroidery, and you've got a satin ribbon. So that would be 4 or 5 different temperature settings on a conventional iron.
You need to be really careful.
This bit and then this bit.
You do that with that, you do that with that, and then you'd have to be careful, or you do it on the reverse.
I'll just keep putting it back in the ironing pile.
Yeah.
I won't do it this time. Because how many things have you ruined in the past because the sole plate normally on an iron is so super hot?
Exactly.
So a cooler sole plate and you really are using the power of that steam. Wow, look at that.
Absolutely. So that gives you this professional finish. Because if you take it to a dry cleaners, they're going to use the same steam, but obviously they've not got the hot sole plate. So consequently, that's why you're getting a professional finish.
We've got lots of demonstrations coming up a little bit later on. If you want to get ahead of the game, remember it's a great price. It's a show special price. Everywhere else, at Polti, at Curry's, at Tesco's, at DIY.com, and Robert Dyer's, pretty much £179 at all those different retailers.
We couldn't find it a price near our price, could we? Fantastic value for money, but again, only for the show. So you do please need to grab that whilst it is our show special. Show specials are the price only for the show. After the show, it does go back up in price. So if you come back at, I don't know, 20 to 4, let you know we finish at 3, it will have gone back up to £179. So please grab it whilst you've got that opportunity. Often been a real favourite. But another favourite tonight, and I think you are shopping ahead, thinking about Christmas, or perhaps you've always wanted a coffee machine, but they're too big, a big bulky coffee machine. We have got a coffee machine, and we'll explain how this, that looks like a espresso coffee machine, makes absolutely every coffee you could want at such a great price.
It takes up such a small amount of space, but it doesn't just make espresso. This has a milk frother on the side, and that means you can make your cappuccinos, your lattes.
Yeah.
It's such a stylish machine. Look at there, the space it takes up. All your accessories are included. Now, it comes with 54 coffee pods, but you're not tied to using those pods because you can use your favourite filter coffee in there as well. There's the milk frother we were talking about, and that means you can vary the milk. So it means you can have all your different favourite milk.
You might want to do a hot
drinks.
chocolate, so you might, rather than having a really frothy milk, you want a more creamier sort of milk, and that allows you to do exactly that. All your coffees start with the basis of an espresso coffee, and this makes that perfect espresso.
You'll see the crema straight away on the coffee that you've got. You can make 2 espressos at the same time. That's the base of every drink, remember. But then you can make your milky drinks. Maybe it's a cortado, a latte, a cappuccino, a flat white. You can make all of those different coffees with this machine that takes up the smallest amount of space. This is a brilliant Christmas present. I know it's a bit early, but there's only 3 paydays to Christmas. That means you could have it paid off by Christmas. 849501 is your item number. Remember, we're including 54 of the coffee pods, so you get to taste all those Solo Origin coffee pods.
It's really easy. It's one button control. It's quick, it's simple, it's compact, and I think it could pay for itself so quickly. If you're out and about buying coffees every day of the week, I can't believe how much coffees are.
Fortune.
I think we've been very kind actually with that £3.
Well, we've said about £3 a cup compared to 50 pence a cup with your Polti Coffea. That means you could save around £2.50 a day, or £10 for every 4 coffees that you have. So our offer at £149 includes 54 free Solo pods.
And they are beautiful coffees, aren't they?
So it could have sort of paid for itself in 15 weeks, because you could be saving £10 a week on the coffees that you buy at the coffee shop. So 849501, you get 3 boxes of the Solo Origin coffee included from Uganda, from Tanzania, and from Vietnam. One of the coffees is a great morning kick, one's a more mellow afternoon coffee. You've got 3 really different varieties, but the Solo Origin, so you get exactly the same taste every time.
Makes such a difference. But remember, you will use those, you'll absolutely love them, but if you do have your favourite coffees, you can of course use your filtered coffees in there as well. One button controls. Remember, you've got your milk frother, so it isn't just an espresso machine. It's really the size probably of it's not as wide, I don't think, as a lot of toasters, but it's about the size of a toaster. So if you've got a really small kitchen, we haven't got a great big kitchen. We love coffee, but we wouldn't, have room for a big coffee machine. This is going to fit into anybody's kitchen. I think it'd be nice in a bedroom, actually. It'd be a lovely dream for me. Like we used to have the teas made. You've got your own coffee. You could do tea in here as well. You could do hot milk in here, rather than having to go downstairs to get your coffee, getting a coffee in bed every single morning.
And price-wise, our price includes those 54 pods. The prices that you see here at Polti, at Curry's and at Freeman's doesn't even include the coffee. So it's a £50 saving and a bonus. You're getting all those coffee pods included. We're down to £149 or $51.98 on your first of 3 payments with PayPal Pay in 3.
I'm really busy on this. Remember, 10% of the stock already sold out and gone. So please do grab that. Whether you're going to treat yourself, whether you've got a wedding coming up, what a great wedding gift, or whether you are thinking ahead for Christmas, you've got those 3 payments. It will be paid for by Christmas, and the best present, but treat yourself too as well, because honestly, a good cup of coffee, I think we all need that.
Oh,
each
yes.
day.
Oh, yes. Now, let's go to the website and show you everything that we've got available, because it's not just Polti. It is a Polti special, but we've got a great era from Swan. Lots of you are already shopping for this.
It's that time of year, isn't it, where we're starting to dry things indoors.
And this is a heated
smelly.
area, isn't it? So the great thing is it's got heat in the bars, so it's going to dry your washing much quicker. It's a great space as well that you've got here.
21.5 metres of drying space, really versatile as well. Takes up to 15 kilograms in weight, so you can do a few loads of washing and pop it onto there. 300 watts, they say, and obviously it'll vary, or depending what you are charged for your electricity, but up to about 10 pence an hour to use, and allowing you to dry your clothes. I think kinder than put it into a tumble dryer. I do think it ruins clothes, that tumble dryer.
Yeah, definitely.
But also, I think as well, when we try and dry things indoors, they do get that horrible smell, don't they?
It's that really foisty smell, isn't it? It folds flat for storage as well when you're not using it. Lots of you going for this, and we don't have a huge amount of stock. It should be, I think it's normally around about £150. This it's down to $79.99. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, $28.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
And we're busy for that. I think already about 10% of that stock already disappearing. So please do make sure you check your baskets out on that as well. We've always said as well, it's nice to warm your towels, especially if you've got kids. When they get out of the bath and they've got a nice warm towel. You could warm your clothes before you put them on.
Warm your PJs before you go to bed.
I thought you were going to say your pants then.
Well, you can warm your pants.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want warm pants?
Your pants and socks, your clothes, kids' uniform before they put it on. Nice warm uniform before you go to school on a wet day.
I like about that is the fact is you can have it standing upright as well as...
Yeah, there's loads of different configurations with it, isn't there? So if you haven't got a lot of space, you can just have it as the upright, as you see there. Brilliant. 414662, if you want to go for that, you can spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3. But we've got to get back to our show special with Bev. It's a steam cleaner that's a steam mop that you'll use all around the entire home, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just so easy to use. And it's lightweight as well. So if you've got dexterity problems, the last thing you want is something that's heavy and cumbersome. Also, where you hold it to press the steam on, it's where you would naturally grip it. So therefore it makes, you're not having to sort of press underneath somewhere. It just literally, you can rest your thumb and it comes on straight away. And you can go wherever you want to be, underneath the sink, round the sink, the taps, also the cupboards, inside the cupboards. It's just so versatile. And of course, all you're using is water.
And the benefit is Polti steam, the temperature. We're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses without using any chemicals or nasties or bleaches.
Nothing. No. I mean, really, if you think about it, you buy bleach and then you just pour it down the toilet. And
you're putting that into our water system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really it's good, is it?
It's just liquid money that you're pouring away.
And it's so harsh, isn't it? If you ever get it on your clothes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Ruined,
They're ruined, aren't they? Also, pets absorb it through the pads of the
pads,
pads.
So you shouldn't use it in your mop buckets and things.
Not at all. But the thing, we do. And on average, we spend £350 to £450 a year on cleaning products. Now, to me, that is a holiday or weekend or away or something like that. Because with this, you're just using tap water. So that's Mother Nature you're harnessing. When you go to pour anything that's left out of here, it's just water, you know?
Right.
So, and don't think it's not powerful enough to do the jobs around the home. It dissolves grease on contact. And I'll say, the first place I would say to you to use is go and use it inside the oven. Because we did an early bit beforehand.
Can you see the bit you've
See
done?
the shine.
You see the bit that we did, okay? And this is the bit that's left. So normally you spray a chemical inside there, and what does it say on the chemical? Do not inhale, which is very difficult when you've got your head near inside the oven. But it doesn't matter if you inhale this, because it's steam. It's just easy to use, and it dissolves grease on contact. So if you're going to use it on your barbecues and things like that, literally.
Look at that.
God, that's brilliant.
And the thing I love is you've cleaned that. You can see it's clean. You've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. You can put food directly, a pizza directly onto there, and you know you've left nothing nasty in there. But any other oven cleaner, they're vile, aren't they? They stink, they make your eyes run. None of that. Bev hasn't even got gloves on.
No.
And you know you're getting a deep down clean without the harsh chemicals.
Absolutely. And with it dissolving grease, you know, it's not going to do any damage to whatever you're cleaning, you know? So that way, you're literally going to get rid of the dirt, but you're not causing any scratches and things like that.
And you can put food directly on there. I always think with an oven cleaner especially, when you've cleaned it with those harsh chemicals, you're then going to put your food in there. Yeah, you can still smell it, can't you? Sean loves it.
Because all the grease and the grime builds up on there, and it's broken it all up, look. And then you can just wipe it away. That's
So
great,
good,
isn't it?
Yeah, oh dear.
Oh, take it away.
And it's not just the dirt you can see, remember the germs as well, bacteria.
It's round here as well.
Yes.
And the thing is as well, when you're using a certain chemical, you might be able to use it on that part of the oven, and you might be able to use it on the bottom of the oven. But you might say, they'll say, don't get it on the seals.
Yeah.
Don't get it in the glass or somewhere like that, because it'll damage it. Doesn't matter with steam where you go with it, because it's water, and so therefore you clean it. Now, also, the next place I would suggest that you do, the cooker hood, okay? All these tools I'm showing you it comes with, okay? Even the socket. Now, you've got, this is also a window cleaner because it's got a squeegee on it, but very, very good for cooker hoods, because it dissolves grease on contact.
Yes.
And you're not using chemicals. Mine is stainless steel, my cooker hood. And you can imagine how much time you would spend
it's a nightmare.
getting rid of the smears and everything else.
And you were saying, I love the fact with this one, you can adjust the steam.
Yes, if you want to, you can actually adjust the steam. So if you're doing window panes, you know, and you don't want, or you want to refresh your curtains and things like that, you can actually turn the steam pressure down.
For that.
And that's just off of the worktop.
The countertop.
And the great thing is, now you know you've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. If you prepare food on there, you drop food on there, you know there's no nasty bleaches or chemicals left behind.
No, absolutely. You know, and it's as clean as you're going to get it. Now, chopping boards and things like that. We've had you know, everybody's gone into wood and things. But you can't put that into the dishwasher.
No.
So therefore, you know, dishwasher.
I love a wooden chopping board, but I always worry about cleaning it properly.
Yeah.
But of course you are now cleaning it properly.
Well, with your steam, it gets in between all the knife marks, okay? I mean, look at the steam that it's producing. But it's not producing a lot of water, because it's super dry heated steam. Dear.
Oh, but it's getting, and you can't see what's down there, can you?
No. And the thing is, I mean, how many times have you seen with butchers and things like that? You used to put sawdust on there and get a wire brush and do this, didn't they? It's because they was trying to soak out the blood that got from the meat into the creases. With this, you're lifting it out and you're sanitizing it while you're lifting it.
The thing I worry about, and I love a wooden chopping board, but I was always worried if I'd done chicken on there, raw chicken.
Yes.
And then you try and wash it, and you wash it at the highest temperature you can, but then I'm really wary then to cut fruit on there or to use it for anything else.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you know you've got deep down clean in there, which is brilliant.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Now, if you've got things like top of the pelmets and things like that, you want to be able to clean. You know, in awkward areas that you can't get in, they've given you an extra large brush. So now you can get right in it. But also, it's the shape of your plug holes so you can clean your drains.
Blasting through,
You know, because it will blast it through. So if you've got one of these sinks where it's got the middle bit in the sink, you blast it through and it'll go through that U-bend. So that's another thing that they give you. But also, this one's my favourite, the tile grout, okay? So now you can clean the grout with the power of steam, but also with the extra brushes that's on there. But what about if you've tiled from floor to ceiling? And you just think, I don't want to get the step ladders out. I want to be able to just literally just slide this in, and now I can reach up high. And I've got an extension that I could reach up high with.
So for the whole bathroom, if it's tiled to the ceiling,
absolutely. You can do that again.
For patio windows and things, you could use the window attachment and do the patio windows and things.
We're showing you all the handheld operations of it, but remember, it's great as a mop, a steam mop for all your different floor surfaces, whether it's tiles, whether it's laminates, whether it's wooden floors that we're talking about, because it doesn't flood the floor surface, does it, Bev?
No, because it's forced out at such pressure, it virtually evaporates as fast as it does. I've seen so many, how shall I say, inferior steam mops.
Very kind,
they're very kind, isn't it? And it just wets the floor through. That's because it's not producing and maintaining the steam. Soon as it hits the floor, it's cooled down. Well, it reverts back to water, and therefore you're just washing your floor with hot water.
So Polti steam is different. It's
totally different.
It's a constant heat.
It's how it's produced. That's how it maintains. So that's why it can get rid of 99.9%, not only of germs, because a lot of mops say this. It's the virus part that's the most important.
Really important.
And don't forget, though, we said about all your hard floors, it has got a carpet glider as well, so you can use it on your carpets and your rugs and things.
That's your carpet glider, which comes and you just clip that into position. This is the floor head, obviously, for the floors. But, you know, you can utilise that for your tiles if you wanted to. Also use it for your mattresses.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Use it for your mattresses. Now, I would suggest you would get some of the fragrance that we sell, put that fragrance into the floor head, and then do the mattress with that.
The fragrances are always really popular, and sadly we haven't got a great deal of stock of these. You've got a choice of two colour options, fragrant options, scent options, the lavender or the pine. So really nice to have that extra sort of smell around there.
But really natural.
I like all the plug-in. I like to have a nice smell. But yeah, the nice thing is it's a really
it's
natural
not artificial,
smell.
It's a lovely natural
it's like a French
fragrance.
lavender. This one's more like with the eucalyptus. That's very, very good. It's very fresh, that is. Very good for the kitchen.
Yes.
You know, especially if you cook, you know, spicy foods and things like that. It gives such a nice fragrance. Also very good if you've got someone who suffers from allergies, you know, because it's a fresh fragrance.
Quite a clearing smell.
It's clearing smell, but it's not, it doesn't smell how should I say, medical.
Yeah, or artificial.
Lots of people going for both, actually, because I think the lavender great for bedrooms and things like that, and then the pine that's got that eucalyptusy sort of smell to it and would be great in a kitchen or perhaps in a bathroom. So do pop those in your baskets. Of course, if you're buying it alongside your steam mop, it will allow you to split the cost with PayPal Pay in 3.
And you won't pay any extra on your postage if you're adding those fragrances. We've got to get back to the mop because it's a show special. The price is only for the duration of the show. Remember, you will get that gorgeous turquoise colour that we've got. We're already approaching 20% of
and we had a
stock.
Vast amount of stock. We weren't expecting a stock update on this, but you have got an incredible deal. It is absolutely flying. It is a time limit offer. If you come back at 20 to 4 this morning, it will have gone back up in price. Use it, and we're going to show you it as the floor mop. Remember, it'll go onto any of your sealed floors, but then it has got the attachment that allows you to use it on the carpet as well. But then it is the same machine that we've just been seeing as the handheld to use all around the kitchen, all around the bathroom, allowing you to clean all those various different areas, whether it is the kitchen tiles, whether it's the sink or the toilets, whether it is the oven or the hob, whether it's the fridge or the freezer. Great for defrosting the fridge. There's your carpet glider. It is your whole home cleaning system.
It is, yeah, handheld, whether you're using it as an upright. There's the Fresco Vapor. You can add that in. That's just at the bottom of the screen if you want a nice fresh fragrance running through it. The fact that it's so versatile, it's so easy to switch from handheld to floor surfaces. All those floor surfaces and all the accessories that you're seeing in this clip are included for you. Great for bathrooms, kitchens,
and
indoors, outdoors.
The areas that you can't really get to around the tap, around the seal of the toilet, you know, where the hinges and things, and that dirt, honestly, really will, you'll be blown away. You might think you are really clean until you use steam, and then you're like, oh my goodness. Great on mirrors and windows because it's smear free. You've got all the attachments that you need, but do grab it whilst the stock is there, because that stock is flying, but also whilst you have got the price that we've got. All those cloths are washable. It even has a filter if you have hard water as well, so it filters that water before it goes into the machine, and you can refill that water time and time again.
Yeah, it's not pressurised.
No, my mum absolutely swears, and she has the Polti, but it is just a steam mop. It doesn't turn into the handheld like you've had. And I think when we bought it, it was more than you're paying today, and it is just a steam mop. Swears by it. It's behind the back door, and she'll grab it and she'll do whereas it was normally a big job to lift up that bucket out of the sink
absolutely,
to get the mop and clean and wait for the floor to dry, she'll do that in an instant. You know, my brother will come around with the dogs. As soon as they've gone, she'll steam clean the floor and it's done, and it's not a big deal.
Well, the thing is, I think like anything, if it's hard work to literally get things started, you don't do it. Or you don't do it probably as frequently as we should. But when it's steam, because it heats up in 15 seconds, like Hayley said, it's so good to just grab it and just do it. Every night, you could do your kitchen floor. It would take you minutes to do it, and you would do it more thoroughly than if you spent time getting the mop and bucket out and doing it like that.
Yeah, because you talk about when you use a traditional mop and bucket, it's only that first pass that's ever really clean.
Yeah, first time you take it out of the packet, the first time you put it in the bowl, and then you put it onto the floor. As soon as you put it back into that bowl, that's it.
So yeah, if the dog's done a little wee on the floor, you've then got that on the mop. You've then put that wee into the water, and now you're putting water that's got dog wee in it, and you're spreading that. You're trying to clean your floor with the dirty mop and dirty water, where this is always that constant temperature of steam.
Absolutely. So
and killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria, and viruses.
That's exactly right. We, many years, Polti, it was a care home, actually, and they sent the cleaners in to clean the bathrooms. And they took a UV light and they looked all at where the cleaners had been. And you could see where they'd smeared from the cloths, all the germs had gone, you know, around the door handles and all the rest of it. So Polti gave them 2 steam cleaners and said, right, you know, go and clean the same bathroom, come and have a look. They went and cleaned the bathrooms. They went in with the UV light afterwards, and it was clean.
Yeah, so it's dirt you can't see as well.
Because it was killing it as it on contact. It wasn't moving it from one surface to the other. It was killing it on contact. Now, you would have thought, oh, I need a degree in technology. I need to go and be trained to use that. No. It's just so simple. It's at your fingertips for £89 today, isn't it? You're not having to sort of go and think to yourself I've got to buy this and I've got to keep buying that. You've got tap water.
Yeah.
You know,
that's all you need to add.
Yeah.
If you want to add in the Fresco vapors, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Just the power of steam from a Polti steam machine like this, it'll kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses in an instant. It's so clever.
It is. It just makes life more simpler. So when you've got, you know, especially now at this time of year, what's going to happen? We're going to get all the muddy floors.
Yes.
You know, the pets are going to be running in. They never wipe their feet, do
Or
they?
their bottoms, and they sit on your floor, don't they?
Exactly.
As well?
You, if it's throwing it down with rain, you tend to run in the house and not take your shoes off until you've got into the house. Takes 8 steps for you to wipe off whatever is underneath your shoe. So you've wiped that off onto your carpet. So therefore, you know, you want something that you know you can sanitize. You might be puppy training, you know, or I mean, I've got 2 elderly cats.
Bless.
One of them is a house cat. Well, she's getting to the age now. She's sick periodically, you know, fur balls and all this. I don't worry. I just go and get the steam mop and I just run over that surface. Just peace of mind, you know?
And remember, that's going to work on all your sealed floors, even sealed wooden floors. Wooden floors can be really fussy. They don't like a lot of water. So it's a dry steam that doesn't like a lot of steam mops instantly turn back to water. You'll be blown away how quickly the floor dries because it's not left soaking wet.
It will evaporate in front of your eyes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to polish a wooden floor, get some beeswax from the supermarket. Put about a teaspoonful on the bottom of the cloth.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then steam with the beeswax on the floor.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
And it will polish your
at
floor.
the same time.
But it also sends a lovely fragrance around your room. Can I just, excuse me a second? I just want to get the carpet glider. Yeah, absolutely.
And all the accessories Bev shows us
I'm
through
going
the
to
show.
chase it around the room. I think.
So remember, like Sean says, all those accessories, 13 accessories, all included in your bundle. The carpet glider being one of those, which allows you then to steam clean those carpets, those rugs, and again, sanitize and deodorize. So killing up to 99% or 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. With all the attachments, it allows you to have a whole cleaning system.
Yeah, whether you're using it as an upright or as a handheld cleaner. But then with the carpet glider, you can actually refresh your carpets and your rugs, can't you?
It will kill bacteria at source. So therefore, if you've got, you know, pets and things like that, you will never have the dog smell. Because the thing is, it will just neutralise the odour.
By just vacuuming it, you don't get rid of that sort of wet dog smell, do you? Or perhaps you've got an open plan area and you can always smell the dinner you cooked last night and you think, well, I cleaned all the work surface areas, where it's probably in your carpet or your
the floor
curtains and things that smell. So you're getting rid of the smells, you're sanitising, deodorising deep into the carpet, but it actually seems to lift the pile, Bev. The carpet looks fresh again.
It does, because the steam swells open the fibres. That's how it works. Forces the dirt up to the surface that's trapped in there. Also, it forces the pollen out of the carpet.
Oh, right.
So if you've got someone that suffers from allergies and things like that, that's going to help to remove some of the pollen that you have in your house. To remove the carpet glider, you just pop your foot on it and it'll pop straight off. Now, that is the dirt that we've released out of the carpet. And so therefore you just put those into the washing machine. They're ready to go again. But also put your carpet glider on and do the mattress.
Great idea.
You know, because it'll glide over that surface. You can do curtains with the steam. You know, you can lift it up and do
And all your upholstery if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do your upholstery. Always colour test a bit first, because there's that many different fabrics now. You just need to make sure it's okay with the heat and that. But as I say, you can use the carpet glider, as you can see. But that could be a rug. Also very good for putting inside your pet beds.
That's a nice idea.
Because they can be smelly, can't they? And again, neutralises the smells.
And again, you're not using anything nasty that'll upset your pets.
Absolutely. And also with that, what happens is the steam creates a static charge between itself and the pet hair, and it pulls the pet hair onto the pad and it holds it into position. So consequently, you're helping to get rid of the pet hair that's there at the same time.
Doing lots of jobs at once, multitasking.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, another thing is spray the steam around the room. You know, just walk around with the steam going, because the pollen sticks to the steam and that drops to the floor, and then you'll vacuum that way. You know, so it's always a universal thing. It's not just about cleaning a floor.
Yeah,
it's it's a whole home cleaning system with so many other great benefits. Incredible value for money. The price is only for the show. This price, we haven't had it at this price for a year. We've matched our lowest ever price, which is incredible. Yeah,
it should be £139.99. It's down to £89 at Polti right now, £139. At Robert Dyer's, £129.99. At Amazon, you're going £119. We've got it down to £89 for you. £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Use your PayPal account if you've got one and spread the cost. It's so versatile. 284368 is your item number. Take a look at it in action again and see how many different jobs you can do all around the home.
Remember, ours is the latest model, which is like a turquoisey sort of green-blue. And what you have got is incredible value for money, because it is your home cleaning system. Whether it's kitchen, bathrooms, whether it's floors, or whether it's tiles on the wall, or whether it's the extractor hood, or whether it's the actual hob or the ovens or the fridge or the freezer, or toilets or the bathroom shower door, whether it's windows and mirrors, smear free, and all those sealed floors, whether it's the carpets, whether it's the stuffed toys that the kids love and they won't let you put it in the washing machine, whether it's a car interior, whether it's grouting, whether it's cupboard doors, whether it's inside of cupboards, you're sanitising, deodorising as well, things like carpets and rugs and upholstery, sofas and beds. Honestly, you have got one system that'll do absolutely everything, but do it so well, because wherever you're using this, you're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses.
If you do want to add in the Fresco Vapor that you can see there, that's available just at the bottom of the screen, 862764. It's a really nice natural fragrance, whether you go for lavender or you go for the pine options, but easy to switch. So you've got that full cleaning system from an upright to a handheld, ideal for bathroom, all around the bathroom. All your accessories that we showed you are included. Great in the kitchen as well, and no chemicals, so you're not leaving any chemicals behind.
So much kinder to your pocket, because all you're using is the water from your tap, not buying those expensive cleaners. Kinder to you, because you're not coughing and choking with the smell of those chemicals that are in your cleaners. And, you know, kinder for your hands, perhaps, or perhaps your eyes always run. You're just using water and steam. But also kinder to the environment, because you're not putting those nasties, those bleaches, straight into sort of our water system. Even filters your water from your tap as well before it takes it through the machine. Such clever technology, but it's Polti. You can even vary the sort of
the steam pressure
of the steam. It's still going to kill 99.9% of germs and bacteria. Perhaps you want to use our net curtains and you don't want it so forceful. Honestly, phenomenal. Order on our website if you can, because our phone lines are super busy, but they will get to you as soon as they possibly can. But remember, that deal you see for our steam mop, well, our whole home cleaning system, it's only for the show.
Yeah, £89 is our reduced price, so 284368. Something else you're loving, which is on the show, is our heated clothes area. This is all about drying your clothes in the winter months. Can be a nightmare, can't it? These heated areas are brilliant because it heats up to 55 degrees, saves you using a tumble dryer.
Yep.
So you're going to save money against a tumble dryer.
I don't like it. I think they're always a bit rough on your clothes, tumble dryers.
I
don't like you using those. But hanging clothes just in the house, they don't dry properly and then they're all smelly. You know that you're going to dry them brilliantly. Just 300 watts of power. They say, and it will vary, obviously, or depending what you pay for your electrics, but to about 10 pence an hour, which is brilliant. And such a drying space as well.
Yeah, you've got the 3 different tiers, but you've got different configurations as well. So you can have it in an upright position. If you don't have a lot of space, it folds away for storage. You can see there, depending on your operators and your energy supply, you could save up to 90% on energy compared to using using a tumble dryer. It's from Swan. It comes with a 2-year warranty. And take a look again what you will pay elsewhere. Swan brand, £149.99. Robert Dias, £117.99. Homebase, £105. Amazon, just under £100. We've got it less than £80 for you at £79.99. That's £28.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
And it'll take a good few loads of washing, up to 15 kilograms
kilos,
in weight. There's about 21.5 metres of drying space. It's phenomenal. So grab that, and lots of you found that, so do grab it whilst it is available.
You know, my tumble dryer,
Yes.
£3 an hour.
Oh, wow. Bev, get one of them airers.
I did. I stopped using it when I found out it was £3 an hour.
Absolutely.
Now we're back to Polti, and we're going to show you the Polti steam generator we've got for you. This is also a show special. It's reduced in price. It should be £179. It's got £50 off, but only for the duration of the show.
And again, it's market beating. We couldn't find a deal like this. At £129, you'll kick yourself if you miss out on this, and then tomorrow, or later on today, you think, oh, I'll get it, and you're, oh, it's gone back up in price. I'll look for it elsewhere, where though? Well, sadly, really, everywhere we looked, same price as our full price. And Robert Dias, just a penny less than our regular prices there. £129 is such incredible value for money, but please, you need to order it during the show, because sadly, that's why the clock's there. It will go back up in price. At the minute, if you're ordering on our website, you can split the cost with PayPal Pay in 3 as well.
But Bev's going to show us why this is, it's a little bit different, this iron. I've not seen one before that doesn't have the variable temperature.
No, the thing is, Polti, back in 1978, he designed this system to be able to give you a professional finish, but, you know, he knew that people damage their clothes because the steam, the sole plate, I'll get it right in a minute, the sole plate was too hot on most irons, which are 2,000 to 3,000 watts of heat.
So it's really easy to singe things and spoil clothes then,
just
isn't it?
melts it completely. Where this one is only 750 watts, so it's a lot cooler. But he gave you 5 times more steam than any other irons on the market. That's what he's painted onto his machines. So consequently, you can do half of your ironing in under, let's say, half an hour, if you wanted to.
So it cuts it down, the ironing time.
Cuts it down. So if you, by 53%, so if you were doing 4 hours worth of ironing a week, you can do that same amount in less than 2.
Sounds good to me.
So
with better
fine.
Results, I think, as well, because the results are so professional.
Absolutely.
And much easier as well. It's not confusing at all, is it, this?
Not at all. So when you get it home, right, that's where you fill it for. You can fill it while you're using it. You don't have to wait for it to cool down and heat back up. Okay, so you've got a nice large container of water that sits in there. So that keeps the iron cut very light because you're not carrying the water in the iron. You've also got a lock on here, so you can lock the iron into position if you want to while you're carrying it. Okay, there's an auto shut off on this, so if you forget it and leave it, it will automatically switch itself off. You've also got an eco button. So if I show you that way, okay, you can see the 2 buttons. The one that says set, if you press that, it's moved it on to eco. That will reduce the consumption of the water. So it'll take longer to use the water up, okay?
So it's 31% less water and 26% less energy.
Exactly, it saves also on your energy as well. So that's that one. So if you press it again where it says set, it will jump back onto its main. Now this one with a little spanner symbol, you can see it just there, okay? Because it's a self-cleaning iron, this will flash at you and to tell you inside there when it needs cleaning. All you need to do is fill it up as you would to iron. Just press and hold that button there for a few seconds and then hold that over the sink or a bowl because it will flush out any limescale and it flushes it out through the plate.
Right.
And you can do that as many times as you wish. Also, there's a cable storage around here so you can keep it nice and neat. Heat up time is 1 minute. So it's all good to go when you're ready. So that one shirt or whatever in the morning. Now, if you do have a problem with a Polti, whether it's the steam mop or whether it's the iron, you pick the phone up. They're based in Manchester here. They'll actually come and collect your product from your home. They will either exchange or repair it, and they get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days.
That is incredible.
Great service,
Fantastic, isn't it?
And that's during the warranty.
Yeah,
and
which
that
is
warranty
2 years.
which is incredible.
Yep. After that 2 years, it will still stay the same. They'll still come and collect and pick up and return. The only difference being is you'd have an estimate for the work to be done.
Right. How great is that?
Yeah.
And remember that price you're seeing, market beating and only available for the show. But you might be thinking, hang on a minute, I didn't see a temperature gauge on this iron.
No, you don't need it because the sole plate's cooler. You are ironing on steam. So it's a cushion of steam that you're ironing.
So it's really the steam that's knocking the creases out. And we're going to show you that with all different types of material.
Right, linen, okay? We've got here. Normally a nightmare because we've all got the water bottle where we've spraying it on, thinking if we wet it through, it'll make it easier.
I think sometimes linen, you'll get it quite flat, but you can still see the lines of the creases.
Yeah.
And you can't get them out.
No, not at all. Now, normally another thing that we tend to do with things that's creased really bad is this. We push it through, yeah? And so it wears you out before you even start. Well, if I hold that like that,
Just glides across.
glides.
So it is the power of that steam that's knocking those, and it is knocking those creases out, Beth.
Absolutely. So therefore now you've got that finish.
Now, it feels different, but boy, does it look different to the bit that you haven't done.
Well, normally linen's a nightmare, and you know we've all pushed and chucked it back in the wash basket, thinking to ourselves is, I'll not bother with
Still
that.
probably got your Christmas tablecloth in the bottom pile. Keep putting it back. I'll do it when we get to Christmas. Makes all those things so easy, doesn't it?
Also, because you've got this 5 times more steam, we can now do multiple layers. Now, when my daughter was this age, I wish I'd got them then, because I would have been able to have done all this many layers in one go. Because literally, if you hold it there, you're allowing that steam to penetrate through the different layers. You're not having to push down on these things, but literally it's ironing for you. You're just guiding it into the position you want it to be. You can also do the poppers at the bottom, because you've not got that high temperature. And literally you've done what? Well, let's count them. See how many we've got. 1. Okay. 2. 3.
Wow.
Still going.
4.
Still going.
5.
And the bottom one's just as good as the top. Look at the bottom one. It's still absolutely perfect.
Look at that. But don't forget, we've also
sides.
done both sides. Okay.
So 10 layers.
Yeah, absolutely. So that could be anything. That could be T-shirts. That could be anything. Knickers. You might be someone who likes to iron knickers and things like that. So whatever, you're cutting your time down.
It's brilliant. And the fact that you can go from one kind of fabric to another is brilliant. Whether it's something really delicate and then you go straight to something really heavy like a denim, you don't have to change anything.
If this manages to save just 2 items of clothing, I bet it could have paid for itself.
Yeah.
You know, so quickly. Because how often do you go to something more delicate and you hear that?
Well, that's
and you
it.
think, oh no.
And not only have you ruined your garment, you've also ruined your iron.
Yeah, because
it's melted on the bottom.
So often you'll look at the bottom of your iron and you'll think that's dirt, but you've been ironing clean clothes. It's not dirt.
No.
That's probably some of your trousers. You know, they've gone a bit shiny and you can see the pocket through it.
Yeah.
Or it might be, you know, your favourite blouse. It's a little bit of your favourite blouse. Or perhaps you've got a V-neck jumper and you've wondered why you can see the V,
The V
on the back of your jumper. And again, it's that hot plate. But with this, you've got a cooler plate. It's the power of the steam. So it doesn't damage the clothes like a hot plate.
No, not
Often
at all.
does.
So you've just gone through about 5 layers. I've not altered anything on the temperature. This is like a chiffon blouse.
Yeah, that looks really delicate.
So I panic with things like this.
Yep. and just literally you glide straight over the top. You know, no hard work, no nothing. You're just gliding that iron over.
And in an instant.
Just takes the effort out of ironing.
Gosh, and again,
The silk blouses.
Yeah,
look where you haven't done.
exactly.
It makes such a if something isn't ironed, it still looks dirty, doesn't it? If it's got the creases in.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, you can dry clean with it because it's working at a higher temperature. You can actually help to deodorize. So we did one side earlier and we left the other side just to show you. But the thing is, you know, if you got a suit, you might have only wore the jacket probably for an hour, couple of hours.
Might have fallen off the hanger in the, you know, in the wardrobe and got really creased, or it might just smell a little bit of where you went for dinner the night before, or you often say aftershave and things, and then you're going to wear a different aftershave.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of the smell that's on it.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Now, this kind of material, if you pressed this, you'd get the pads that's in the shoulder.
You've done it, haven't you? I've done it.
Yeah, you'd get that coming through. So consequently, you want something you can hang on the hanger
Look at that.
and literally get rid of those creases like so. Now
So good,
that is
isn't
so
it?
Yeah.
good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's great. I love it on the inside of the linings.
Absolutely.
And, such. And the smells you get in the lining of your suits.
Yep. So if you, I mean, let's just turn it round because this one, okay? So let's have a before and after.
Something really has happened to that jacket. It's gone through a really bad time.
Yeah.
Well, it does, don't it? But how many, you know, I don't know. When my husband used to work away on business, he'd probably go for overnight. I'd press everything and off he'd go. When he'd come back, he'd shoved it all in the case to get it home.
Screwed it all up.
Yeah, and then I'd look at it and think to myself, I've got to start again. But, you know, because of me having a Polti iron, it didn't faze me. It just literally just made life easier.
And like you say, if you put that onto an ironing board, you would get the lining of the pockets.
Oh, you would.
You'd get a shine to the jacket and things.
Yeah,
Whereas you can
absolutely.
see there, you're just knocking those creases out. But the jacket's going to look like it's been dry cleaned.
Yeah. But, you know, it just makes life a lot easier. I mean, what I would suggest, what I would do, is I used to hang it on the kitchen cupboards.
Right.
So I can literally hold the bottom and get all in those little nooks and crannies. So to say that is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was very, very
That is
quick.
honestly how I iron everything. Sean will stand at the ironing board and do the ironing. I will have it on a hanger. I usually do. I'm an iron and go. I get the things out there. I put my clean things away and then I iron them before I put them on.
That's how I do it now.
Because it heats up so quickly and it's so instant.
Yeah,
I just find that really easy.
Bedding, okay, let's talk to you about bedding, right? Now, normally you would have your bedding and you can fold it up on the ironing board. We've all done it, which is fine when it's just a double bed. But now it's getting to, we've got king and super king and all the rest of it.
Massive on.
Absolutely. So then it ends up in the dog bowl and everywhere else.
It does. You keep going, don't you?
Yeah.
Rubbing it on the floor.
Cleaning the floor.
And if you've only got one of those little ironing boards, like a window ledge, that's rocking backwards and forwards like this. So wash your bedding and dry it. Put it back on the bed, make your bed up again, and then take your iron to the bed and iron it while it's on the bed. Because you're not only getting rid of the creases, but what you are doing is also deodorizing the quilt and the pillows at the same time.
Oh, right, yes.
Also, if you iron your bottom mattress, your bottom sheet, you're also deodorizing your mattress as well.
As it goes through.
Yeah, that's a
through.
great idea. Because again, the temperature, you're sanitising and deodorising. So pop it all onto the bed and iron it very much on the bed. And of course, it's going through into the mattress, into your pillows and things.
Yep.
But however you'd rather do it, I mean, you can see here, Bev's only ironed the top on the board, but it's gone all the way through.
Yeah, it just makes life a lot easier, than you having to struggle. I mean, I change my bed once a week, and usually I just throw it back on again, and I just take the iron and I just go all the way through. That's if I can get round, because usually I've got the shape of the cat that's inside the bed.
Now you do need to check your baskets through. The deal that you're seeing on your screen, we couldn't find it anywhere near this price. It's feature packed. It's £129, but only for the show.
I love it's ready in less than 1 minute. It's got the 8-bar pressure. It's got an eco function on there, so you use less energy and you use less water. The main thing for me, though, is one temperature technology. That means you can go from silk and chiffon straight to things like linen and denim without changing a temperature. There's no temperature gauge on here. That one temperature does all the work for you.
And that's because it's a cooler sole plate. A regular iron is about 2,000, 3,000 watts of heat, whereas you'll find this is about 750 watts. So it's much kinder to your clothes. It actually uses the power of steam, 5 times more steam. So honestly, for me, if I can just save a couple of outfits, you feel like it's paid for itself already, because I have melted so many great outfits, ironing them last minute, temperature too hot, melted the material, whereas you know you have got a cooler sole plate with this, and it's the power of the steam that is knocking the creases out. Market beating price, if you look elsewhere, it is our regular price. Our price will be going back up to £179 after the end of the show. Then you will, well, look elsewhere. You can shop elsewhere. Polti's the same, Curry's is the same, Tesco's is the same, DIY is the same. Robert Dias, a penny less, £129 for our deal tonight. And of course, you can split that cost with PayPal Pay in Free. We couldn't find anything anywhere near the deal we've got for tonight.
Just $44.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 863521 is your item number if you want to go for that iron. We've got a couple of Tower ironing boards available on the show if you're looking for an ironing board that's perfect for a steam generator. Tower have got a couple of boards on our show for you, and you can find those right there, either at $59.99 or $69.99.
Really good prices.
Yeah, they're
There's
good.
some great prices tonight. We've got the heated air as well, which you've really loved. You're going for the collapsible laundry basket. I've got that. Haven't got room for that full laundry basket all the time. It collapses down, so it's really easy just to stand by the washing machine. In the little gap, you can just slide it in there, and it's there as and when you need it. We've got some amazing products. The main reason for our show is Polti, and another Polti item that you are absolutely loving.
Yeah, it's the Polti coffee machine. Now, when you look at this, you think, oh, it's just an espresso maker, because it takes up the smallest space, the smallest footprint. The great thing with this machine is you can make all your milky drinks with it as well, because it's got a milk wand on the side. You can use it with either the coffee pods that it comes with, or you can use your favourite filter coffee in there as well. So you're not tied to the coffee pods with the machine. And that's nice to have that variety as well.
Yeah, and great that you've got the pods coming alongside it. Not that you have to buy them as an extra. You've got 54 pods that you can try. 3 different sort of flavours. So one very much for breakfast, one for lunch, one perhaps, you know, an afternoon drink. Really gorgeous, because solar origin really does mean it has that same taste each time.
It's not a blend, so it's exactly the same
Sometimes
taste.
you can try a coffee and they think it's the same, and you think, oh, I don't like that. But it's
coffee blends that.
Whereas you know and they are all beautiful. But like Sean said, usually your own coffees as well.
So you get those 3 boxes included in the bundle for £149. It's a brilliant gift. They're all compostable pods as well, so they're eco-friendly if you're passionate about the environment. But the fact that it starts with that perfect espresso pour every single time. This is why it's such great coffee. It gives the perfect crema on there as it pours the espresso. But it's not just espresso that you can make with this machine.
And you would think it would be only espresso, because it's the size of an espresso machine that you just make, you know, your black coffee. But actually, because you've got the milk frother that actually has 2 different settings, you can make your cappuccinos, your flat whites, your lattes. You can do your hot chocolate. You can just do hot milk if you wish. You could, if you want, make tea. Honestly, it is phenomenal what you can do with this machine at £149. That is so compact, that's so easy to use. It's a 1-button control. It's very simple to get the hang of this, and you will absolutely love that taste. And I think the money that you can save if you're buying expensive coffees, time and time again. This can pay for itself so quickly. And that is the perfect coffee that we just saw there.
It's that perfect pour, that, if you like, with your espresso. And when you take a look at this, a regular coffee would cost you, well, we've put £3 on the high street.
That's very generous.
That's very, very generous. We're talking about 50 pence per cup with the pods and your coffee machine from Polti. You could be saving around £2.50 a day or £10 for every 4 coffees. And if you work it out and put it against our offer at $149, it includes 54 free solo pods. If you're saving £10 a week on the coffee that you buy, it's 15 weeks worth, and the machine has paid for itself.
I think it's a great gift idea, whether you're thinking perhaps you've got a wedding coming up. What about Christmas? You've got 3 payments, so it will be paid for by Christmas if you're thinking as a Christmas gift. Or perhaps you're like us, we love a really nice coffee, but the big machines just haven't got room for a big machine in our kitchen. This is going to fit into anybody's kitchen, but it's not just an espresso machine. It has got your milk frother, 2 different settings on that, allowing you to make whatever coffee you would like to make, which is fantastic. And honestly, 1 button controls, so easy to use.
And if you are going to go for this, our price is brilliant, because we've looked elsewhere for the machine and it doesn't come with the coffee pods that we give you. At Polti, for the machine on its own, at Curry's and at Freeman's, just for the machine, it's £199. We're doing it for £149, and you get 54 of those coffee pods. 3 different varieties. Those solo origin pods will be included. And remember, you don't have to use the pods all the time. You can use your favourite filter coffee in there as well.
Now, when we have stock of this, we often do sell out. So whilst we have got the stock available, grab it. And if you are thinking ahead for Christmas, do get it right now and get those payments done before Christmas arrives. But honestly, you will love it visually. You'll love the fact it's so easy to use. You'll love the fact that you'll love all of the pods, but then that you can use your favourite coffees as well. But the fact you can make whatever coffee you want from a machine that is so compact.
We've got a great review to share with you from John in Glasgow. Hi, John. I've got the Polti coffee machine. It's amazing and easy to work. That's important. I'm saving a lot every day by putting it in my car holder and taking it with me.
That's a great idea.
Thanks, team, for a great product. And John's right. How much money? Just think about the money you spend. Our director, Paul, keeps telling us how much he paid for his last coffee. How much was it, Paul? I'm asking him again. £7.20 for one coffee.
Word.
Oh my goodness.
Did someone hold it for you whilst you drank it? That's a lot of money for a coffee.
I should hope it was. I'd want a bucket full for that price.
Coffee is absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've just been over to my sisters in America. They go out for coffee every single day, and we were like, oh my goodness.
Can't we make a coffee at home?
That's
We've got
like
a coffee machine.
That's it.
No, we're going out.
We'll
for
take
coffee.
it with us. But the great thing is, you can get the best flavour, the best taste of coffees from your own machine in your own home. And if you do want to take it out and about, take it out in that cup holder. Honestly, a phenomenal. It will pay for itself, I think, so quickly. Whatever size kitchen you've got, whether you are, perhaps you've got a caravan, perhaps you've got a mobile home and you want to take, it's really compact. I've always wanted a bedroom with a nice little coffee machine in, and this would just the right size, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want that posh bedroom to make your coffees first thing in the morning. Don't even have to go downstairs. And there's the coffees that come alongside it. If you are shopping elsewhere, it very much is pretty much an exclusive bundle with us. You'll find majority of places will not include those 54 actual pods. It's only the machine you're paying for normally, and then you add in the pods if you want them. You've got the pods alongside the machine for a market-beating price.
A perfect Christmas present, as we said. So if you want to get hold of that, lots of you have gone for it.
Yeah, a lot of the stock has gone, actually. I think we said about 10% of that stock already sold out and gone with this machine. So do shop really smartly. So 849501 is your item number.
And you're seeing it's not just your espresso, it's all your favourite milk drinks as well, whether it's cortado, whether it's a latte, whether it's a cappuccino or a flat white.
Cappuccino.
All those favourite drinks, because you can alter the milk frother on there so you get different textures.
Hot chocolates, just and hot milk. And just simple, easy, 1-button controls. My mum's neighbour got this, absolutely loves it. It's forever having people round for coffee. And what coffee would you like? I loved the pods and rebought the pods as well, which lots of you do. Though you have your favourite coffee already, lots of you fall in love with those pods because the flavours are beautiful.
And they are available on the website like all of our products that we've got on the show for you. Whether it's the coffee pods, extra coffee pods you want to go for, they are available on the website, as you can see there. But check everything out on our live show. Not only have we got all our Polti products, we've got those great closed areas. The heated air has been really popular. The show specials that we've got for you, though, are our steam cleaning system from Polti and our steam generator iron. Remember, the prices on those will only last for the duration of the show. They will be going up at the end of the show.
So we've only got an hour, really. If you come back at sort of 20 to 4, sadly, those prices will have gone up. So you've got an hour. Get it into your basket. We give you a little bit of wiggle room at the end of the show, but best to check your basket out as soon as you possibly can. Super busy on everything, actually. It's been a while since we've done a Polti show with our lovely Bev, so we're having a very exciting night tonight, and of course such great prices and such a great brand.
Polti have been going since 1978. The thing is with Polti, they don't make kettles and toasters. They make steam cleaners and steam irons and vacuums, and that's it.
And of course they make the coffee because of course
that's a different. Yeah, that's the brother.
Yeah,
that's his.
But
baby.
that connection with the steam and a great coffee
it's still
machine.
steam.
Yeah.
It's still the bar pressure of the steam and the coffee machine.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? But this deal is brilliant. For £89, what you're getting here is a complete cleaning system, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and you're not having to use a chemical.
Yes.
And I've seen loads of steam mops, and some of them, as I say, have looked very, very poorly made. They don't produce enough steam. It turns to water, and so it seems to wet everything through. But Polti really do care about the technology that goes into their products, but also the quality of their products, because it's no good sort of making a steam cleaner and then put in poor quality but little tiny brushes and things like that with it, because then they'd just break and they won't last very long. Where Polti really do put that effort into making a good quality product. Also, you've got a nice large floor mop, so therefore you get quite a big area done. They've even put a scrubbing brush on the back of that for the really tough stains. You can also put the fragrance inside there, which is one of those. So if you want to have a fragrance going around,
they've been really busy, Bev, the fragrances. They haven't got a great deal of stock of those. That's it, take it away. there isn't a great deal of stock of those. So if you do want to go for the fragrance, and it goes into that floor mop head, and it gives off a really nice scent, doesn't it?
It is. The lavenders are lovely. It's like a French lavender. It's really nice. And you can do, you can also clean your mattresses, because you can use that head.
Oh, and that lavender scent would be lovely.
Oh, it would be fantastic. Yeah. You've got a carpet glider, but as I say, put that on and go and do the mattress.
That's
and
great
put with the scent, and also the pillows and things like that. Because, you can buy lavender fragrance to spray on pillows.
Yeah, so true.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah. There's the lavender and there's the pine. The pine's got more sort of eucalyptusy sort of smell to it as well. Nice perhaps for a bathroom or for a kitchen. They've been really busy, I'll be absolutely honest. There's not a great deal of stock left of those. So if you do want those, pop those into your basket. The details just at the bottom of the screen there, so grab those while the stock.
That's 862764 if you want to add those in. You will get 2 bottles that you can see
and it
there,
really will last
whichever one
because
you
you
go
only use
for.
a capful each time,
you don't need an awful lot in there at all.
And it's no extra on the postage either. So
oh, well, yeah, get while you can. As I say, heat up time, if you've got here, is 15 seconds.
Wow.
So, it's ready to go. Normal tap water, I know that sounds silly probably, but you don't have to buy the special ionised water. You can use tap water because it's actually got a filter in here which will filter out the impurities.
Polti think of everything,
They
don't
do. You know, you can even turn the steam pressure down.
Oh, wow.
Which is there. It won't turn the temperature down because you need the temperature at over 100 degrees to do the sanitization. But what it does, it turns the steam pressure down. So if you're doing things like, you know, refreshing curtains and you don't want them blowing all over, you can turn that steam pressure down.
We had a message actually from Carol. Hi, Carol.
Morning,
Carol was
Carol.
asking about Venetian blinds, but the fact you can bring down the pressure.
Be careful with your Venetian
Okay.
blinds, Carol, is because if they're plastic, it will melt.
Yeah, it all depends what they're made
high
of, doesn't it?
temperature, yeah.
Just do a
Some
little
are-
test just to see. You might have wooden ones.
Some are quite flimsy, aren't
They
they?
are.
We've
Yeah.
got wooden
Well,
ones, which
yeah,
obviously
we've got wood.
it's brilliant on.
Yeah,
But
so
just have a,
just test
a little
before.
bit.
But if I mean, I've used them on mine, and mine are wooden ones.
Yeah.
And I'm been absolutely fine.
And the great thing is, if you do need to reach, because that's probably across perhaps your kitchen sink or something, you can put the handle on and you've got the reach
Got that
then as well, haven't you?
extra distance, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
So that can go onto there, and like
Yeah.
Hayley says,
Brilliant.
you can reach right through. And so consequently, it just takes the effort out of having to reach. Also, if you want to do, let's say, the shower
Yeah.
enclosure or the glass,
Or even the tiles on the walls
yeah,
and
the
things,
tiles, that sort of thing, you can put your one on with the socket, and then you can use the handle to give you
you
that
the reach.
extra reach
Yeah.
as well. But also one thing what we've not spoke about actually is this.
Yes.
Which is an extension pole, and you also get this little bit with it. So what you would do is you would put that one on first, okay, and then this goes on and you just twist it into position, okay. That way you don't even have to hold that if you don't want to.
Right, yeah.
You can just use the brush to the button, sorry, I should say, which is on the machine, and now you can sit that down, and now you can use this hands-free. So you don't even have to hold it if you don't want to. All the brushes will go onto the end of there, and so consequently you can still do the same work.
Right.
To release it, then there's a little clip just there, as you can see, with an arrow pointing down. So you'll do that, twist it back off again, and then you can just take that back off by pressing the button. So you do have that as well, which gives you that extra reach. You've also got this, which is just that little bit longer, and so therefore you can get with, you could put this one on and then reach underneath the rim of the toilet.
Oh,
So
yeah.
versatile, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
your steam mop. It's going to do all your floors, your sealed wooden floors, all your, tiles, whatever flooring you've got. It even has a carpet glider, so use it on your carpets. But then it turns into this handheld, and with all the attachments, you can clean really the whole of the house.
I love when you showed us around the actual oven, because
It's
so many
fabulous.
different places.
Because
in the
that's all
oven.
your attachments. You've got all of those attachments in with the bundle for £89. It's only this price for the show. Massively busy. But remember, whatever you're cleaning, you're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses.
And
so
virus.
deep down clean. And we've got so many in baskets. You do need to check those baskets through. It will go back up in price. Even though it's in your basket, you do need to check it through before the end of the show.
Well, especially if you've got family coming for Christmas or something like
yeah.
that. You know, you don't want to wear yourself out before Christmas starts, having to clean everything before. You know, it's so quick and easy. I mean, it's like the oven. You probably put it off and think to
It's a
yourself,
horrible
once,
job, the oven.
twice a year or something like
Normally,
that. I'll clean the oven, or you get a specialist firm in.
That'll
and
cost you
pay-
more
I was going
than
to say,
this
probably, yes.
Exactly. And then what happens? You cook a casserole over the weekend and it spills
back
and you're back to
again,
square
yeah.
one. But to be able to get this out, 15 seconds heat up time, and literally let this dissolve the grease and dirt on contact. Now, I'm not even using the strong brass brush that it comes with. I'm just using the soft one because it melts it in.
Oh, you can see it breaks
dripping
down.
off.
Yeah, it breaks
Yeah.
it down. And as you can see, those little bits that we've just done just there, we're following through of what we've done. And
Wow.
you can see how...
That's
great is
interesting.
that?
That was so grotty all the way along there before we started. That's great.
It was really good. And you know, and places like inside your oven, you know, you might not want to put a chemical in here, because the thing is with chemicals, it can also take the top layer off of whatever you're cleaning.
That's very true.
Strip it away, yeah.
I've damaged various things around the house actually from certain cleaning products.
Yeah, a lot of what we thought was stainless steel stripped away, didn't it?
Yeah, look at that. And the thing I love is you've cleaned that without leaving anything nasty on there. So if you want to put food directly on there, you want to put food into the oven, it doesn't stink of that chemical cleaner. So I think, oh gosh, it still smells. If I cook something, isn't it going to taste like the cleaner? You've only cleaned with actually water, with Polti steam. But what you're doing is you're killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria. And pretty things like glass mirrors, it's brilliant on, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because a lot of chemicals, you might be able to use it on the pans, but then it'll say don't use it on the seals.
The seal or the glass,
don't use it on the glass. You know, and all those areas. Well, with steam, you can use it on. In fact, as I say, the first place you should try when you get it home is your cooker hood, because it will dissolve it. Yeah, the grease. I mean, normally you use chemicals. You just probably wipe the chemical across, then spend the next 2 hours trying to get the smears off.
And I always think it still feels sticky.
Yeah,
it still feels greasy. It hasn't cleaned properly. It's the extractor hood, you know, the bit you can take out and wash. The filter bit.
Yes.
And that, you really try and clean it, it still seems dirty.
Yes.
Whereas steam seems to break down all the grease and the grime, and it really...
It just gets rid of it.
It feels clean to touch as well as visually.
Yeah. Well, my filter, my cooker hood, has got one of these long life ones that you don't replace, and it's like a silver mesh.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can clean it with. Is this.
It flushes through it,
it flushes through it, and when you clean it, you think, oh my word.
We're in there.
Yeah. How, you know, and I only did it not so long ago, but it just gets all in between the little grooves that you couldn't get through. So all these areas that you think in your kitchen cupboards, your tiles, even your windows, the floors, everything. Defrost your freezer in 20 minutes.
Brilliant for.
Absolutely
brilliant. Honestly, we did Mum's a bit back. It was absolutely brilliant. My sister, she was home and she was like, oh my, I've never thought of that. What a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's just the kitchen. Bathroom, take it to the bedroom, pop your carpet glider on, steam the bed, steam the mattress, steam the pillows, steam the bed heads. Also do the curtains as well, knock the dust off, clean the floors, do the windows while you're there.
And it doesn't make those areas soaking, does it? So you're going to wait forever for things
and you
to
can
dry.
see
20
there,
minutes it's dried.
the power of that steam that comes through on this machine is brilliant.
Notice also, it's just not one line where the steam comes through. The steam comes through several directions.
It's like graduated,
so it's
isn't it?
covered the whole of the base.
And I love the shape of the head because you can get into all the corners as well. We're showing you right now as a handheld, but remember it's also an upright. You can use it on all your floor surfaces, whether it's tiles, laminates, wooden floors as well. You don't have to worry about carpeted surfaces and rugs. So if you want to get hold of this, now remember we've got the latest colour. It's like a turquoise colour option that we've got for you. But 15 seconds, you're ready to clean.
And you're cleaning at a temperature that's killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria. You can use it as your floor mop. And you know, every area you're going, you are killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. If your little one's crawling over the floor and touching their face, you drop a crisp and pick it up and eat it. Have you ever thought what's on that floor? It takes about 8 steps to clean your shoes that went in the public toilet. Or the dog and the cat, they come in, they don't wipe their feet, they don't wipe the bottoms, and they sit down on your floor. And then you drop a crisp and pick it up and eat it. Honestly, you know you're giving a deep down clean, not only on your sealed floors, but also you've got the carpet glider, so your carpets, your rugs. If you want to add a scent, you can, of course, add the Fresco Vapors. There are the details, I think, are at the bottom of your screen there, and that allows you then to get a nice lavender fragrance, or there is a lime.
Not lime.
Not a pine. Rhymes with lime, but it's pine. And it actually has got a little bit of a eucalyptus smell to it as well. But remember, it's not just that upright mop. It has all these attachments, turns into a complete handheld system. So cleaning all around the kitchen, the bathroom, all around your home. It is a home cleaning system.
862764 if you want those Fresco vapors, just at the bottom of the screen. The main bundle 284368 is the item number. Got to apologise, queues on the phones again, really busy now for you. If you can go to the website, please do, shopontv.co.uk, but if you are on the phone, they will get to you as soon as possible. Unfortunately, really busy, so if you can go to the web, please do.
Remember, price only for the show, and you get everything you're seeing. You get 3 of those mop heads as well. You can vary the temperature. It's very unusual actually for a steam mop. Not the temperature as such, actually the pressure of the steam. So if you're perhaps wanting to do the neck curtains, sanitise, deodorise, you don't want it so forceful, you can vary that as well. All those attachments that we've seen come alongside it. Bev's shown you all of those as well. So it allows you to have a whole home cleaning system. So not just a steam mop, you are talking about cleaning all the work surface areas. And for me, it's cleaning without chemicals. Not only is that kinder to the, well, to the world, really, it's kinder to you. For me, chemicals make my eyes run, makes me choke, it makes my hands go funny. You're just using water from the tap and Polti steam. But it's also saving, because those cleaners cost so much money.
You were saying, on average, what do you spend on cleaners?
Well, 350 to 450
I can believe it.
You know, and you think, well, I don't spend that. But, you know, if you brought a packet of wipes and you buy just a packet a week, that's £52 a year before you even start.
It's even more than that now. You really
can't get for £1 now.
No. You go down that cleaning aisle and you know you're adding another tenner really onto your shopping, and you know you dread that aisle. You're using just water from your tap, and it even filters the water as well, which is fantastic.
If you've got limescale, it will actually help to filter the water. I mean, that's how I got into working with steam, is because I thought, oh, I'll clean the shower. I hadn't got the time, so I thought I'll do it quick. Sprayed one chemical on the glass door, and then sprayed another chemical on the bottom. And of course the two had a reaction, and I was in the middle of it, and I just thought, no, there's got to be an easier way. You know, I was coughing and spluttering, and went into John Lewis and said, right, what can you offer me? He said, well, Polti steam cleaner, go and try it, go and, you know, and have a try. Went and had a look round it, came home with it, 349 quid, about 17, 18 years ago. My husband about had kittens, but anyway, but you know, I
like cats, so that's
that was okay.
which was fine. But I have to say, it was worth every penny.
Well, you actually went back to the shop and you were so like, I loved it so much that you come and work for the company.
I did.
And honestly, you will be the same. It cleans like nothing else. You know, when you clean and then you go back into the kitchen or you go back into the bathroom and it seems dirty again pretty much instantly. That is because you're using cleaning products and they leave a sticky residue and it attracts the dust. I'm blown away, and this is me, but when you clean your bathroom for the first time with steam, I really think you'll feel the same. You'll walk into that bathroom, you'll be like, wow, it looks so clean. It looks professionally cleaned. It looks crystal clean. And, you know, and it just, though there's no smell to steam cleaning, it seems to smell like great fresh air. You're in the great, just, you know, it's fabulous. But then you'll go back the next day and it still seems really clean. And the next day, and it just seems to keep areas cleaner for longer because it doesn't leave that horrible sticky residue. But that sticky residue often is a chemical. It's a nasty, you put that bleach down the toilet, you're putting bleach into our water system. And honestly, this is just water, but because it's Polti steam, it's still killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. I still wash my hands singing happy birthday twice. I'm still obsessed with trying to keep areas clean, my hands clean, sanitising areas. But I don't want to use bleach. I'm like Bev, make my eyes stream, absolute horrible, the damage my hands. I always have to wear gloves. My steam cleaner has changed all of that and cleans so much better. And for me, it is those floors, because I don't think we realise what can be on that floor when you drop a crisp and pick it up and eat it. When your little ones are crawling, perhaps on the carpet, the rug, or on the kitchen floor, and then they touch their face. If you knew what was on that floor, your dogs and cats don't wipe their paws. They certainly don't wipe their bottoms, and they sit on your floors, don't they? And you drop that crisp. pick it up and eat it. Oh, and actually, just your shoes takes about 8 steps, and it's taken everything off the bottom of your shoes. When you went into that public toilet, you saw how filthy that floor was, wasn't you? You didn't want your trousers to hit the floor, did you? And you're just walking across the street where all the dogs are weed down the road, and about 8 steps, you've walked that over your floor, onto your floor, where your little ones crawl and where you think it's okay to pick your crisper. Honestly, this is an amazing way to clean. That for me, especially at £89, our special price just for the show, will pay for itself so quickly. Because how much do you spend on them chemical cleaners? This is just the water from your tap. You desperately need to check out though, because this deal is purely for the show. Did I just hear what? Oh my goodness, everything's absolutely flying. You need to please, if you want this at £89, after the show, sadly, even if it's in your basket, we give you a little bit of wiggle room. But if you come back at 25 to 4, sadly, it'll go back up to £139.99. And it is very much that, well, Polti's the same. Robert Dyer's a little bit less, £129.99 there. Amazon have got the best deal, £119. But still nowhere near our £89.
£89, what a deal for a machine that does so much. 284368 is your item number. If you want to go for it, I would add in that deodorizer, the Fresco Vapor. Over half of you have added that in. That's a really nice natural fragrance, either in lavender or in pine. If you want to add those in, just at the bottom of the screen there.
Busy.
862764. But we've got to see some floor demonstrations for you with Bev, because I love the fact we can do all the handheld jobs, but then when we go to the floor, it's all your different floors as well.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, normally you would have to have two machines. Two machines.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's face it, space is a premium these days, isn't it? And you want one that's just going to be so simple to use. So you're going to put water inside there, okay? 15 seconds later, after you've switched it on down there, that's it. You're ready to go.
Good to go.
It starts as a red and it will turn green the minute it's ready.
Okay.
So that even tells you when it's ready. You've got your pads on the bottom. They're all washable. In fact, I would say to you, if you've brought this tonight, is to wash the pads before you use them.
Okay.
Because it's like towels, they need to be, you know, kicked in.
They're more
Don't
absorbent.
put any fabric conditioner in because it stops the absorbency. But don't worry if you do, just wash them again. If you forgot, just rinse them, okay? So as you can see, the power of the steam. So if you're worried and thinking to yourself as well, for that price, it can't be any good. Look at that.
Great.
I mean, that is just one passover.
And you know that area, not
Just
only is it
one.
visually clean, the dirt we can't see, it's killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and virus. So if the dog has had a little wee down there, you've got it. You haven't spread it across the floor.
Nope.
You've sanitised and deodorised that area.
Absolutely. As I say, you know, I've got an elderly cat, and occasionally, well, more than occasionally, just lately, she's sick. But the thing is, it's either pet hair that she's bringing back up, or it's clear.
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, it's dry by the time if I've been out.
Gosh, yeah.
So, you know, for me to get the steam mop out 15 seconds later,
It's done.
and I've literally done most of the, you know, the hall and the bathroom and the kitchen and everywhere else.
In a few
I
minutes.
don't worry, because, I mean, if she has, I've cleaned it. If she hasn't, it's been
That's
cleaned.
okay.
And if you have got kittens, or perhaps you're puppy training at the minute, if they do, especially on an area like a carpet, if they go to toilet in a spot, and our friends who had cats, this happened to them, didn't it? And it smelled disgusting. They absolutely, but they couldn't stop them
work
going.
out,
You have to get rid of the smell, otherwise they go back and re-offend, don't they?
Yeah.
So this, because it is killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria, it's also sanitised and deodorising, so it'll get rid of that scent that they go back to. won't it?
Absolutely. It destroys the scent, so therefore they can't find out, and then, eventually they give up.
Because we're making you multitask.
Yeah,
Tell
absolutely.
a story. It's a bit like rubbing your head and your tummy at the
Yeah,
same
exactly,
time.
and do it,
Patting and rubbing.
Yeah, it does. And it's hot. That's the thing. It's hot. I mean, obviously, when you go to do it, you're going to wait till it's gone a bit cooler. But it's hot at the bottom.
It's on.
It's
and
done.
the carpet glider comes alongside it, so now you can sanitise, deodorise, kill 99.9% of germs, bacteria, and viruses. Carpets, rugs.
But we're refreshing the carpet. You're lifting the pile as well, aren't you?
What happens is it swells open the fibres of the carpet, and any dirt and odours that's trapped down there, it releases. But not only does it release the odours that's down there and the bacteria, it also gets rid of the pollen that we bring in. And especially, you know, at the summer, we've got the windows and the doors open, and the pollen comes through and lands and sits in your carpet. Also, I'll give you a little statistic. In 1 ounce of dust inside a carpet, there are 2,000 dust mites.
Oh.
In 1 ounce of
1 ounce?
That makes you itchy,
goodness.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who counted them? Anyway, you know, but as I say, so, you know, if you can steam, let's face it, if they can withstand over 100 degrees of steam, they deserve to live with you, quite honestly. But, you know, also, you can do your curtains. You can do your soft fabrics. Fantastic for pet beds. But not only that, your own bed.
Yeah.
Take that, do your mattress, do your pillows. Because, I mean, most mattresses now, they'll say, oh, they're guaranteed for 10 or 15 years. But you can't wash them.
No, you can't put them in the washing machine.
No.
But you want to refresh them. You can do it with the power of steam. I love the fact that in moments, again, you can change over.
Yeah.
Like you always say, you could be doing the floors and then think, oh, I could do with cleaning the sink.
Well, sometimes you'll see the work surface there, or you'll see the doors, and you think, oh, gosh, I need to clean those.
Yeah.
Well, you do.
In an instant, you can.
Because there's always, I mean, around my dishwasher, why? It looks like we've had a fight with the coffee or something like that.
Funny that. Yeah, around the door on your dishwasher, it's always really dirty.
I mean, I used to blame my husband when he were alive, but I can't now.
Bless him. It wasn't you all that time.
It was me after all that, yeah.
But look how quickly Bev's changed it over. If you want to add an accessory, all the accessories are included. All those brushes and tools that you need are all there. And you just pop on a brush or an accessory. Where are you going to clean, Bev?
Right, well, like we've said,
Wherever.
you know, where do you start? I mean, you know, round the edge of your sink, round the edge of also your hob. Because the thing is, these nice ceramic hobs, we tend to wipe it like that, but what we're doing actually is pushing the dirt along the edge. And you can't see it, but you can smell it, you know, sometimes. So you want something that can actually get into the nooks.
Oh, look at that.
Okay?
And the steam does exactly that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. And that's what happens. I mean, obviously, you'd have a cloth to catch it at the other side, but we're just doing it, you know, just to give you an idea. Now, limescale, if you've got limescale, put some lemon juice on it. If it's really bad, put some lemon juice on it. Leave it for about 20 minutes. Then go and get your steam cleaner, and it will break it down without scratching it or doing any really damage to anything, because you've paid a lot of money for those taps, and you don't want to use a chemical on it that's going to literally scratch those taps. So that will get rid of it, but you will still end up with a beautiful shine at the end.
And look at that shine, and that's what it's all about. Easy cleaning, but great results time and time again, and still knowing you've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. Now, I can't believe how many of you have got this in baskets. We have got a market-beating price, but you do have to check your basket out, because that price, that £89, is only for the show. It will go back up to £139.99. You have got to check those baskets through, only as long as the stock is there, but actually if there's any stock left, it will just go back in price at the after the show.
Still really busy on the phones. Apologies if you've been waiting there. If you can go to the website, please do. 284368 is your item number if you want to go for this. £89, what a brilliant price. £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you pay online with PayPal Pay in 3. Remember, you've got the latest colour of steam cleaner. It's a lovely turquoise colour option. It's light, but it's powerful. It's super strong. The power of steam, killing up to 99.9% of germs and viruses. But it's so versatile as a whole cleaning system.
All your sealed floors, your wood, your laminate, your tile, your stone, your marble, your porcelain, you know, all the countertops. Also, of course, you can use it on your carpets. Remember, you've got your carpet glider alongside this as well. But then turn it into the handheld and use it all over the kitchen, the bathroom, the extractor hoods, the sinks, the tiles, the hobs, the ovens. If you want to, you can use that brush on the base. Honestly, steam just breaks down the dirt, but that brush will get the real stubborn dirt going into those winter months and the autumn and those dirty footprints. But then use that carpet glider. Not only are you getting rid of what you see, it's killing up to 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses that you bring in on your feet and things. What we've done there is added in our Fresco Vapor. We've got a few of those left if you want to go for them. That adds a scent when you're cleaning and using that floor head. But remember, all the attachments that we're showing you do come alongside it. So this turns this, it's not a steam mop, this is a home cleaning system. On mirrors and windows, completely smear free. Around the kitchen, we've got so many things that are shiny and you put a chemical on and they're all sticky and they look smeared and dirty in an instant. This cleans, not only visually cleaning and killing 99.9% of germs and bacteria, it seems to keep the areas cleaner for longer because that sticky residue isn't there. 3 of those pads come alongside it. You can wash those in the washing machine. Just don't use fabric conditioner. It stops them being so absorbent. And then you can refill as and when. And just your tap water. There's an actual filter in the system if you have got hard water. You'll never go back to the normal way of cleaning because you'll save on money because you won't be paying for all those expensive cleaning products. You'll save yourself, I think, because I know for a lot of cleaning products down my throat, make my eyes run, hurt my hands. But you'll save on the environment. You're not putting nasties into the water, chemicals and bleaches. And this is where you're saving, like I say, on pocket, because our price is amazing.
The price, as you can see there, at Polti, usually £139. At Robert Dyer's, £129.99. At Amazon, they've got a bit of a reduction on the price, £119. We've got it for £89. That is such a brilliant price. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, if you pay online, you've got a PayPal account, £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Again, apologies if you're waiting on the phone. If you can go to the website, please do. shopontv.co.uk, easiest way to shop. We've got a real Polti special for you. Show special on the steam cleaner, but a show special on the iron as well. Great price.
The iron, I have to say, I mean, when I first had my steam cleaner, as I say, nearly 20 years ago, I got a free iron with it in the box. The attachment actually fitted in.
Right.
Fitted into the steam cleaner, which, you know, was fine, but you had to get all the steam cleaner out to do the iron. So, of course, I left it in the box. I thought, don't need that. I'm not setting all that lot up to do that. And then one day I thought, go on then, I'll have a go with this iron. And I thought, well, you stupid woman, you've had that in the box all this while. And wow, was it fantastic. It just saved me so much time.
Brilliant.
But obviously, I mean, now, you know, you buy them as a separate entity. I must have used mine years and years and years. In fact, I've still got my first iron with it, you know, and it still works. It's just the fact is it's got quite a large tank and I have to wait for it to heat up and depressurise down. This you don't, literally. You open that, you put water in there, you put that in as and when you're using it. So, I mean, I do one fill of my ironing. It will do 45 minutes to an hour's worth of Polti ironing before I need to fill it. And by that I mean is you're actually saving 53% of your ironing time. So you literally can double that before
Wow.
you would start to have to fill it.
And the great thing about this iron, it's called the Express, but it heats up really quickly in less than a minute. But you don't ever change temperatures for fabrics, do you?
No, not at all. That's what Polti wanted. He was a professional iron salesman, and what he did, he went round and obviously selling these irons, and he wanted to bring that particular finish to your ironing into the domestic side.
Right.
But obviously he needed to compress the actual boilers that was inside, but still remained as powerful. And that's back in 1978. That's what he did first. He did the irons
Fabulous.
first.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love the fact with that new temperature or lack of temperature gauge, you can go from one fabric to another.
Why is that? Because normally if you went from like doing a denim to something really sort of silky and
You have to turn
really
it
soft,
right down.
Yes.
you'd really worry about singeing it unless it cooled down. So
You
why
would.
can we do all materials?
Right, well, if that was a conventional iron, one of these that you buy off the supermarket, whatever, that part of the sole plate would be 2,000 to 3,000 watts of heat. Well, 3,000 watts of heat is an electric fire.
Wow.
So you wouldn't take your best silk top and take it to an electric fire and press it on there, would you?
No.
It would melt, okay? So Polti knew they'd got to be able to reduce that temperature of the sole plate. So this is only 750 watts. Now, don't get me wrong, it will still burn you if you catch it, okay? But it's cool enough not to burn the fabrics. So then you think to yourself is, well, how am I going to get rid of the creases? But it never was about the heat, it's about steam. Steam relaxes the fibres of a fabric. All your iron does literally is just glide over the surface. So therefore, once you have got 5 times more steam, right, that's what you need to release the coat. Now, if I hold this as lightly as I possibly can, because I don't want you to think it's me pressing this through the fibres of the fabric, because I'm not. I'm just literally gliding over that surface, okay? And that is what's getting rid of the creaser, is the steam, not me, okay?
Look at that. Wow.
And it's amazing how different the fabric feels. And look at the difference underneath. In fact, look at it before we ironed it, and then look at it right now. Look at the difference to the fabric and the finish to that fabric that you can see just there.
If you wear things creased, they look dirty, don't they?
Well, they do. Yeah, you don't. Well, you don't feel right, do you?
No.
You know.
But ironing can be a
chore,
a real chore. So often you will think, oh God, I'll just throw it on.
Yeah.
Whereas I just do things on the the hanger, steam them really quick. Crease is knocked out, you're ready to go. Sean though will stand an iron on the ironing board. So however you prefer to iron. I iron and go. You'll do a pile.
But it's so much quicker with the steam generator, like you said.
It is. I mean, some things you will have to lie on the board. Other things you don't. I tell you what I do in summer. I never get my ironing board out. I wash them, hang them on a hanger, put them on the washing line if it's a nice day. Take the iron out to the washing line and just blast them with the steam.
Sean's sister does that.
Yeah, and then just take it in and hang them up. Jeans.
Can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Especially in the winter months when you dry them on the radiators and things.
Oh, yeah.
Or
They
in
go
the
like
dryer.
cardboard, don't they? They're horrible.
Do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think my daughter was the jean queen. She got
She
that
had quite a few
many
pairs of jeans, your George.
Dear Lord. Still has. It's not my problem anymore.
No, that's fine her own now.
Now, this is a linen jacket.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, now, a lot of linen, obviously, now, you can put them in the washer, which is fine, and you think to yourself is, oh, I quite fancy that linen jacket. I can wash it, I don't have to dry clean it. And then when you take it out, it looks like it's been welded into the jacket.
It is. You're like, oh. And and you try and iron it, but it doesn't seem to iron the creases out.
No. Because the washing machines are all higher spin cycles now.
Yes,
so
they make things.
lock the creases in, don't they?
Absolutely. But you see, when you've got a steam generator iron like a Polti, you don't have to worry about it, okay? Because now you're not fighting.
Look at that.
Gosh, what a
Look
difference.
at the before, look at the after. I mean, that is, it looks like you have had it dry clean. It's so it's got such a professional finish, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I always think linen, sometimes even if you can get it flat, you can still see all the lines in it, whereas that, every line had gone.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
absolutely.
And this is great. School uniforms, you
Yeah.
have, emblems.
Sportswear.
Yeah.
And you don't want to ruin that.
So you want to be able to literally
That's like my dread.
just steam over the top.
They'll
Look
stick
at
to the bottom of the iron.
Yeah.
You see, and
Yeah,
it's,
it will be on the bottom of the iron. You'll think, oh, the iron's dirty, and it's not dirty. It's melted one of the letters. It's
One of the
melted one of your
logos,
tops.
yeah.
it's melted your trousers. They've gone shiny.
Yep.
And so, if you just saved on a few items of clothing, this has paid for itself.
Absolutely.
Instantly, hasn't it?
Well, you know, the most precious thing we've given you back is time.
Yeah.
And just, you know, on the last note for me, you iron for 2 years of your life.
Oh,
So if you're not depressed now, you will be.
rather do it in half that time. wouldn't we?
Absolutely, and you can, of course, with your Polti Vaporella. Great features to this as well. Love the fact it turns itself off, so if you have left it on, you don't need to worry. Love the fact it heats up so quickly, just in 1 minute. You are ready to go. And the fact you don't need to change that temperature. It's all about the fact that it's the power of the steam that knocks those creases out. Massively busy. And remember, this deal is only for the show. It will go back up in price at the end of the show. And we couldn't find it anywhere near £129. So this deal that you see, when it's gone back up, and it will, we give you a little bit of wiggle room after the show finishes, but if you come back at 25 to 4, it'll be £179. You can hunt elsewhere and try and find it at 129. We found it really very much the same price as ours everywhere at full price. But our price right now, £129. Saving £50, and you can use PayPal Pay in 3, halving your ironing time and giving you that professional finish. Honestly, grab it. 863521 is your item number. Now, something else you've shopped for, which we love, is our heated airer. What a difference this can make.
This is brilliant because the tubes that you see on the airer all heat. So you can have it in different configurations. If you want to have it in this area that you see here, if you're limited on space, brilliant. But when you open it all up, the fact that you've got so much more space, you've got 3 different levels that you can see there. It takes up to 15 kilos
Which is brilliant.
of weight. That's brilliant, isn't it?
And 21.5 metres of drying space. And the nice thing is you can hang as you want, like Sean showed you, 2 different ways of using it. You can hang things on each individual rail if you wish, and all those rails heat up. So drying your clothes really quickly without wasting the cost of a tumble dryer. But I'm frightened of tumble dryers, so I really do find, for me, they spoil your clothes, whereas this, you know, you're drying them more naturally. But if you just hang something indoors through the winter, they get smelly, don't they, because they don't dry quick enough. Whereas this dries them properly and dries them quickly.
Now, I've only just turned this on as we came over.
It's already warm.
And it's already warm. The fact that you can use those different configurations.
I would
is
as well,
brilliant.
like you know, when you're trying to dry a jumper and things, I'd lie a jumper flat on
Flat on the top. If you want to have it against a wall and just use that one side of it, depending on what space you've got, or if you've done that full wash and you want the maximum space.
And what about your thick sweatshirts? You can never get them dry. They've always got that funny smell to them. Honestly, drying your clothes so quickly. Perhaps the kids need their uniform washed and dried overnight, in an instant drying it with this clothes airer. Or you can even warm your clothes before you put them on.
And it's warm in the room, obviously, as well, that you've got it in.
And towels, perhaps you go swimming a lot, get those towels dry.
Yeah. Maybe you want to warm your pyjamas before you go to bed at night, or your towel after you get out of the shower, to have a nice warm towel. Like you do in the hotels, you often have a heated rail in the hotel room. But you could save up to 90% against a tumble dryer cost, and that foldable design means you've got so many different configurations to use it. It should be $149.99 on our usual price. The item number is 414662. We shopped elsewhere at Swan Brand at $149.99, at Robert Dias $117.99, Homebase $105, and at Amazon, well, just under $100. It's pretty good. We've got it for $79.99. At $28.31, get it right now so you're ready for the winter months. Because how many times
already, hasn't it?
have you tried to dry your washing and it just smells after you've dried it?
And at the minute,
smells.
how many times do you put it out and then the rains come thundering down? You've run it out, got it in, and then where do you put it? It's not going to dry properly, is it? This is allowing you to dry it properly and quickly indoors, and so affordably as well. Incredible saving today, but grab it while the stock is there. It is one of those products that as we get more into the autumn and winter, that stock disappears really quickly. Great price.
So 414662, $79.99. Use PayPal Pay in 3, just $28.31 on your first of 3 payments. All our products on tonight's show are on the website, but remember, some of those products are show specials. That means the price will only last for the duration of the show. So if you want to go for anything, shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way for you to shop.
Now, super busy on absolutely everything. It is sadly thundering towards the end of the show. The coffee machine you've absolutely loved. We said great gift idea going into Christmas. You've got sort of 3 opportunities to split that cost. You can split it with PayPal Pay in 3, so you'll paid for it by Christmas. Might be a great Christmas gift, or treat yourself. It's very much the size of a toaster, but you'll find it's not just an espresso machine. It will actually allow you to make whatever coffees you want, because it has got the milk frother, and that's got 2 different settings. So really simple to use, 1 button control. The milk frother's really easy as well, but allowing you to make the tastiest of coffees. And actually, though it does come with 54 fabulous pods that are so simple, it also allows you to use your favourite coffee.
Yeah, your favourite ground coffee that you like the best, you can put in there, or you've got the option of using those pods. Pods included, as Hayley said, for £149. If you buy the machine elsewhere, we could only find it at £199. But we've got to get back to our show special for you. This show special, there's still so many of these in baskets. You've absolutely loved this deal on the Polti steam cleaner. It's an upright cleaner for all your floors, but it's a handheld cleaner for all your surfaces.
Absolutely. It's just an all-in-one thing. It cuts down on having to find room for 2 things. Also, because it's neat and compact, you could keep that underneath the sink, and so consequently it heats up in 15 seconds, so it's good to go. And things when it's easy to use and not, you know, you need a degree in technology, you tend to use them more, don't you?
Turn it on, we're good to go.
I mean, I've had my car 2 years nearly now, and I've only just found out something about it tonight. You know,
all singing, all dancing.
All singing, all dancing. Who knew? Who knew that it could go round corners?
But Polti make things so simple. They perhaps should make you a car.
Yeah.
You've got a system that is a handheld system. It's an upright. It's a market-beating price. It is a price only for the show as well, so it will go back up in price. We can't believe the last time it was £89. We've matched our lowest ever price, but it wasn't this price. Well, it's been a year since it's been this deal. Yeah. How great is that we've matched that price?
I think that's absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, you're still getting all your, you know, your mounted tools. You're getting 3 of your large base cloths. You're getting a socket as well. You're also getting your 2-year warranty, which it consists of If you have a problem, they'll come and pick it up. They'll get it exchanged or repaired. They're back home between 5 to 7 working days. After that 2 years is up, the service stays the same. The only difference being is you would have an estimate for the work to be done. So you're still getting all that, but the price hasn't altered. I think it's fantastic. Brilliant. I really do. Not only can you use it for a handheld, if that's what you want to do for your worktops, your cupboards, everywhere, inside the bath. Oh dear, look at that. It's disgusting. Honestly. Mind you, I better not do too much, else they might want me to stay and do rest. So, yeah, absolutely. But because I can fix it to the handle,
look at
I can now do reach up like that.
Yeah.
Whether the camera, look at that.
That could be your kitchen work units because they get so sticky with grease.
Yeah, absolutely. Coving, that's another thing. I can, oh dear, look at them muck in here.
Filth in here.
Not joking. Just let's pretend there's a window in here, shall we? Yeah, it's actually got a window screen, so you can do that. Now, let's face it, if it's freezing outside, you don't tend to think, oh, I'll go and clean the windows. No. But if you do, just get the steam onto it. It's all right, I'm going home in a minute because I can't speak now. You just throw the steam onto it. Just let it just settle, warm it up, and then go straight onto the glass. If you decide to do it when it's snowing.
And look at that steam, and that steam, wherever it's cleaning, and it is cleaning, not just visually what you see, it's also killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses without using any chemicals, any bleaches, any nasties that can make us choke.
That's why it's
hurt
great
our hands.
In the kitchen, isn't it? On food surfaces, in the oven, in the microwave.
Everywhere.
Great on all those surfaces because there's no chemicals left behind.
Absolutely. Seals, things like this. If you ever move the seal and underneath round there that you can never get anywhere near, and you just think, oh, I know, I'll wrap a knife in a little dishcloth and I'll be able to do it, right? And then you slip and you scratch that, or at best, you take part of your finger off. Well, with your steam, you're going to literally blast out any dirt, any grease that you can't get to, and it just blasts it out. And that's what you want. So that could be around your fridge.
Yes.
Dishwasher. Oh, I'll tell you one place that's extremely good for. You know, in your wash powder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the drawer. Yeah. Why does that get so dirty?
It's horrible. Why is that?
Yeah. It's just the soap.
Soap scum, isn't it? Yeah.
And you know, in your shower, the pink stuff.
Yeah.
That's dead skin cells and scum. That's brilliant. It just dissolves it completely. So, you know, just one room alone, I would say you would spend at least a year. I'd bet you'd spend £100 in just one room alone. Because, I mean, why does the bathroom tile, why is it any different to a kitchen tile?
Yeah.
I can tell you that when you go down the supermarket.
And that cleaning aisle is so expensive, isn't it? So you're saving on your pocket because you're only using the water out of your tap. I think this will have paid for itself so quickly if you're not then buying all those cleaning
And the fact
products.
you've got your own cleaning solution. If you remember during lockdown and all the cleaning aisles were empty, you couldn't get any cleaners. But you don't need them with this if you're using the power of steam. Up to 99.9% of germs and taken away with the power of steam. And that's because it maintains that temperature.
Maintains the temperature, but also, importantly,
Look at that.
it maintains the pressure.
Yes.
Because if the pressure of the steam's going up and down like that, that's your elbow grease. So that's weakening. You're having to put in that extra effort to do it, literally. Tell you once, I was in London and I walked down the high street and there was one of the electrical people down there in this shop. And I glanced in the window and there was this new steam cleaner that they'd got in there. And I looked and I thought, oh, I'll go and have a look at that because I like to keep on top of what's going on. And I thought, that must be a model that's in the window.
Yeah.
Like a demo model.
Yeah, a demo model.
Yeah.
I did. I just thought it was. Do you know, it weren't. It was the same what was inside. Honestly, I thought I were in Toys R Us. I did.
I know exactly what you mean, because something's really flimsy, you know it's not going to last long at all. Whereas we've had our Polti steamer, hand on heart. I mean, we've got two. We had one we bought more recently, which we've got at our leisure park place. But the one at home we've had for about 17 years.
Yeah.
And honestly, we've got all the same attachments that came with it. There's one that probably is coming up perhaps to being replaced, but they're all the same attachments. The quality
Such great quality.
is amazing.
If you want to get this deal, though, remember it's a show special. We are running out of time. If you want to get it, the price is only for the duration of the show. To get this for £89, you're seeing it as a handheld, as an upright. You can use it on carpets. The power of the steam that you can see there. 284368 is your item number. Still busy on the phones. If you can go to the website, please do. shopontv.co.uk. What a brilliant deal price-wise. If you look at Polti, £139, pretty much our usual price. Robert Dias, £129.99. Amazon, £119. We've got it down to £89 or £31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
We've matched our lowest ever price. It hasn't been this price for a year. Grab it while the stock is available. But whilst it's that deal, if we have any stock left at the end of the show, it will go back up to £139.99. You must get it and check your basket through. Even if it's in your basket, it will still go up in price. We'll give you a little bit of wiggle room at the end of the show. But if you come back at 25 to 4, it is going to go up. Now, we've got so many still in baskets. Remember, you've got that latest machine in like a turquoisey, bluey green, but all that same technology giving you a really fast heat-up system. In just 15 seconds, you're ready to go. You can even vary the pressure of the steam. Perhaps you want to do something a little bit more delicate, like neck curtains. You don't want it so forceful, but still that same temperature. So it's killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. On your floor where the cats and dogs walk in and they don't wipe their feet or their bottoms, or they might have had a little wee and you didn't know it was there, you know that area you've gone over, you've killed 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses without using harsh chemicals, without using bleaches. Even got the brush on the back, which we absolutely love. But then not only will it do all of your floors, your sealed floors, it's also got the carpet attachment that allows you then to do your carpets and your rugs.
If you want to go for this, now is the time. Hundreds of you have gone for the bundle already. We've still got so many of these in baskets, but it is a show special. You'll only get that price just for the duration of the show. We'll give you a bit of wiggle room after we leave off our live broadcast at 3 a.m. But our advice, if you want to get this, confirm your order and check out now. Remember, it is the new turquoise, gorgeous green option that you will get delivered to you. All your accessories are included that you're seeing here in all these clips.
For £89, sanitising, deodorising, killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria, on all of those surfaces. And remember, not leaving areas soaking wet, for ages to dry. It's a dry steam that you'll find the floors will dry so quickly. You're just using your regular tap water. There's a filter in the system. If you've got hard water, you'll find that filter's fantastic. But you must please shop smartly and check your baskets through, because you will kick yourself if you miss out on this price, because you won't. It's a market-beating deal. Matched our lowest ever price, hasn't been that price for a year. So grab it whilst you've got the opportunity. You'll love it. It'll be one of the best things you buy.
And if you want to add in the fragrance, you get 2 bottles of that fragrance for $14.90. It's just at the bottom of this. Oh, we're going to pop it on the main details for you, because so many of you have gone for this and we could run out of stock. 862764. That's the lavender. There's also a pine option available, but lavender is in the lead. You get 2 of those bottles for $14.90.
We haven't got enough now to go alongside the actual steam mop, so please do check your baskets out on that. Always so popular. We've moved over now to show you as the upright, because you've seen it as the handheld and seen all the various places that you'll use it for. But floor wise, I mean, at this price I would expect it only to do the floor. I wouldn't expect it to be the whole cleaning system that it is.
Because I would say 90% of people who will buy it because they want a steam mop.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a bonus. The fact is you can split it into
My
two.
mum's got a Polti steam mop and it was more than you're paying today for this whole cleaning system.
Yeah.
Absolutely swears by it.
Yeah, because the thing is it's easy. And if it's easy and does the job well,
Happy days.
Yeah, happy days, you know, and that's it. Heat up time 15 seconds. Good to go. All floor surfaces, good to go. Doesn't overwet the floor, doesn't damage the floor. So therefore, what you are buying is something that's going to sanitize the floor, but do it in half the time and do it, in my opinion, better than if you were going to use a mop and bucket.
And you're locking that dirt into that floor pad that's on there, aren't you? And then the pad's machine washable.
Yeah. If you looked at these type of pads that's gone, like a microfiber, they've got little tiny hooks on them and they're finer than a human hair. So consequently, there's millions of them on the bottom of this pad. And so therefore the steam just picks the dirt up, sanitizes the surface, and then holds it onto the cloth. Eventually, the cloth will get so full that, yes, you will then need to take it off and put it in the washer.
Yeah. And you've got 3 of those, so you've still got 2 to use while one is being washed. But remember, you have got your carpet glider as well. You've got all the attachments, 13 different attachments. The carpet glider means you can then use it on carpets and rugs, sanitising, deodorising. Perhaps you've got a puppy that's having little accidents.
That glider just lifts it slightly from the floor surface, doesn't it?
Just makes it easier for you to push, that's what it does.
Right on a carpet, brilliant.
Yeah, but the thing is, you've still got the same power of the steam, it's still penetrating into the fibres, it's forcing the dirt up to the surface, you're steaming it away. But also you're neutralising any odours. So if you've got pets, you will never have that pet odour because it neutralises it at source. But also do it inside the pet bed.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because also, let's face it, whatever's in there, if it can survive over 100 degrees, it deserves to be with you.
And also it gets rid of that horrible smell as well. You know when you've got that sort of wet dog smell and you can't get... Or perhaps you've got an open plan area, but it always smells of what you cooked last night and you cleaned up everything. Hangs around in your carpets, your curtains and things like that. Sanitising, deodorising, getting rid of those smells. But wherever you're cleaning, and it's a whole home cleaning system, you're killing 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. On those floors where your little one crawls or you drop a crisp and pick it up and eat it, have you ever thought of the germs that are there that your dog and cat brought in on their feet or on their bottoms as they sit down or on your shoes? You clean your shoes in 8 steps and that's on your floor or on your carpets. You know you are doing that deep down clean, but we are so busy. We've got so many of you with this in baskets. Now, I think some of you will think that it's okay, you've saved the price, but sadly you haven't. This price is only for the show. We will give you a little bit of wiggle room, but if you come back at say 3:45, you will find it's gone back up in price. You must check your baskets through. Check that basket through to get the deal, our lowest ever price. We've matched our lowest ever deal and we haven't had this price for a year. If you shop elsewhere, you'll find it on whole, the price, our regular price. You've got a massive saving with us, but it is now only for the for the show, but we will give you a few minutes afterwards to actually check that basket through. Please, please check out whilst you've got that deal.
If you do go to Polti, it'll be £139. At Robert Dias, £129.99. At Amazon, £119. It's down to £89 on that show special. You can still add it into your basket. 284368 is the item number. Apologies if you've been waiting on the phone. We've had a really busy night on the phone. That same handheld machine that I've got, Bev has got there as an upright cleaner, whether it's carpet, whether it's tiles, whether it's laminates, but that's the power of the steam that we're talking about for £89. That's brilliant, isn't it? What a deal.
I mean, that is amazing. And it heats up so super quickly. You wouldn't even get your water in your tap hot enough to fill up a bucket. And what you know you're doing is killing germs. 99.9% of germs, bacteria and viruses. So if you want a deep down clean home,
Yeah.
this is the way to go.
Absolutely. If you just want an easier lifestyle, honestly, this is the way to go.
And so much more affordable than all those cleaning products under your sink. And this will do the job, I swear, better, honestly.
Check out now. We'll see you
Check
tomorrow.
out your baskets.